All right.
There
Smack
we
'em
go.
up. What's going on, everybody? It's Almost Human Live, and we're doing the box sets episode where we show off all our box sets. And I have a feeling all of us have too many box sets, so we should just breeze by it, or we'll be done by 8 in the morning. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
so. I grabbed the
Yeah.
ones that I like the most. I didn't go
I
crazy.
actually moved my location into my den where all my CDs and records are, and all my box sets are behind me, so I got easy access.
All right, right
That's what
on.
she said.
And hey, we got Count Ralphus
Yay.
back on the show, man, and Manny too.
Yay.
Hey,
Oh,
Count, I don't know you, but my name is Manny. How you doing, man?
yeah, I
What's up,
introduced.
Manny? Yeah, I've watched Manny a bunch of times. I've never been on one with him yet, but I've seen him. I know who he is and everything.
Right on.
Hey, man.
So I've been collecting box sets since the 80s. And yeah, I'm sure there's a few that I couldn't find because I just moved in here. So there's a bunch of box sets I know I can't find, but I pulled out a ridiculous amount. I mean, a ridiculous that I'm just going to go through it. Quick, maybe, talk about one of them if there's something interesting about it, And I think we all should do the same thing or we'll be here till the morning.
Yeah.
So,
I didn't-
These people
Manny,
watching
yeah.
would mind that.
so we got people in the chat.
Yeah, just two. Stuart Wayne, good evening. And Montana Hales, good evening, gentlemen.
But there was more there.
There was more before, but not that much.
They'll pop on. They'll figure
come
it
back.
out.
They'll come back.
All right, so it's our box set episode, and I don't know who wants to. Why don't Ralphus go first?
Just go
right,
start going through everything.
Well, I mean,
Go.
pick like 10.
Yeah, go through
Okay.
like 10 or so. 10 or a dozen.
All right. This one's a great one. Sam Hain box set. Glenn Danzig's
I got it.
band after the Misfits.
Yep,
It's got everything they ever did in here.
got that as well. Do you have the VHS? Because I do not have the VHS.
I do.
Mine
How did
you
comes
not-
with
How did yours
Mine
not
comes-
come with a VHS, Wayne?
Yeah.
I bought it. I bought it used.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
It was
Here's the
pretty
VHS that goes
Oh,
with
yeah,
it.
look at you. Yeah, I just
Count,
got-
you'll have to
It's out of
Count,
print
you have
now
to make
for a
him a
while,
bootleg
right?
copy of that VHS so he'll have one.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, I need that. I just got
Yeah,
that
it's
in the
not
book.
too hard
It's
these days.
supposed to be a
Yeah, it's
comic
good.
book in there too, but I don't think I have the comic book either. I just have
I
to.
have the
can't-
comic book.
He,
Here's the comic
can't-
book.
Yeah, I don't have that. I did not fart.
Yeah.
That was the box.
well, he's not going to bootleg the comic for you, Wayne.
Dude, you got
yeah,
ripped off, Wayne.
No, I got that box set is very hard to find. So I got a good deal on that box set.
And you don't have one.
I have what I want. I don't give a shit about the VHS.
Without the VHS, it's not real.
I don't
Yeah.
care.
Well, that commands crazy money now. It's insane.
Yeah, if
Yeah, it
it's
is.
complete. This was
Yeah.
the main thing to get it for because I already had all the CDs and I have them all on vinyl. But this was something I didn't have. It's live from '85 and '86 material, so that's made that really cool to have. And the comic book, but it's pretty small little comic book.
Yeah.
And staying in the theme with that, I'll go right to the Misfits box set.
I have
This
that.
this was really incredible thing to get at the time. I was working at Caroline Records when this came out, and we had like posters for it and everything. And the Misfits at the time, Jerry and Michael Graves and Doyle came into our warehouse where we were working, and he signed all my albums and stuff like that. And we hooked them up with a bunch of posters and stuff for the thing. But this was just incredible because like back then the Misfits fans are fanatics, and you'd go for you'd look for all these 7 inches and rare recordings and everything, and it's pretty much like all here. It was at a time where the Misfits regained the name. Jerry only regained the name of the Misfits, so Glenn Danzig had a chance to put everything basically out one last time. And it was like the last thing that it was like more under his control. And then after that, Jerry only got to restart the Misfits and have control of the money and all that stuff. But this was great to have a complete everything, all the 7 inches and all that stuff.
Very
another quick Danzig related one is Danzig Demons set. I don't know how the gods kill. I mean, there's like a 3D box set. It's like H.R. Giger artwork, you know, but it's got like it's like popping out of it.
Yeah, it's so
And
cool, man. A friend of mine has that. Yeah.
Well, is there anything on there that's not on the regular album?
not really. It's just it's got this video on VHS. It's like one whole videotape for like one song, you know, and then it's pretty much just the album. Yeah, they didn't put anything extra. It was more just the box made it like special, you know.
I
But
think the
pretty cool
video
thing.
is the How the Gods Kill video, but it's like the uncensored version. They didn't
Yeah, it's
show
the
it on
uncensored
MTV.
version. Yeah, it wasn't the MTV version. This is something I know Tony's seen me pull this one out before, but Brutal Truth, Need to Control, little box set. It's just one album, but what's cool in here is it's got a 5-inch, a 6-inch, a 7-inch, an 8-inch, and a 9-inch album. So when you take them out, it's like, you know, it comes like this, and here's your 9-incher,
That's what she said.
8-incher, I guess 6, and then you know, it goes down to 5. I used to think this was like a 1-inch because it's so tiny, you know, but so that's pretty cool. That's a unique way of putting out an album.
Wild, man.
That is,
Yeah,
man.
I don't have
That's cool.
I don't have
Crazy.
I probably got the most 5-inch records out of all you guys because of that one record. But this here's a cool one. Necrophagia, Legacy of Horror, Gore, and Sickness. And it's just like it's cool. It came with like a pin, and it came with 2 posters in here, boxing, another coffin box. It comes with like a death certificate. Necrophagia is one of the earliest death metal bands. Really, they don't get credited as much as they should, but they were putting out stuff at the same time as you know, Possessed and stuff like that, and they kind of get skipped over a lot on the credit for being one of the earliest death metal bands. And later on, before Killjoy, the singer, died, he became really good friends with Phil from Pantera, and Phil started playing guitar for Necrophagia, and he went under like Anton Crowley name.
Yeah,
So people didn't really
remember
know
that.
it was him, but they made one of the sickest home videos you'll ever see.
I've seen it. It's the one where
Yeah.
Phil's in the graveyard with his wife, right?
Yeah, and it's like nuns, and
Yeah.
it's sick. It's
Yeah,
like
and then
crazy,
later
really
it-
over the top.
It gets all gory and shit. It's all fucked
Oh,
up.
it's super gory. Every
I have
song
it.
that they do.
I have
Yep.
that DVD, yeah.
Yeah, I got the DVD. It's
But I got a
got
burned
both-
copy of it.
I got a real copy. I got the poster for that album that they did, Holocausto della Morte, I think was the name of the album. And but yeah, that was a great time for Necrophagia to come back. I was actually at a horror convention, and I had like a mortician shirt that they could see the sleeve sticking out of a shirt that I had on top of it. And he just came up to me, the guy Killjoy, and he was like, "Hey, can I see what your shirt you got on there?" And I showed him my shirt, and he just started talking to me out of the blue. And as I'm talking, he goes, "I was in a band called Necrophagia. You ever heard them?" And I looked at him, I was like, "Killjoy?" And he couldn't believe that I knew who it was. And he pulled out like an 8x10 and he signed it. He probably just had him in case anybody recognized him, but he looked so different. I hadn't seen a picture of him in like 30 years. And he was just so cool, and took picture with him and stuff like that. But so here's one that probably most of you guys all have is ACDC Bonfire.
No, absolutely. Yeah.
Got that one.
You
too.
all have that one, right? You know, but
Yeah.
the weird thing about this album was that they put Back in
Put
Black.
Back in
in.
Black. Yeah.
I couldn't understand that. And
I
the cool
wonder
thing about-
why.
yeah, this is so weird. They didn't need to do that. I mean,
No.
Kid Buck left it
Somebody
out.
who might have died might have something to do with that album. But anyway,
Yeah,
Yeah, but
But,
you know, another reason is if they throw Back in Black in that box set, and how many of those box set sells, they'll add it to the back.
oh
of
yeah,
the sale.
yep.
You
Yep.
know?
It's the only CD version of Back in Black that I own is in that box set.
Really?
Really? You never bought it on CD later on?
No, I had
Tony?
it on album and cassette. So when I got that box set, I was like, all right, this will do for CD.
That's when you can always find for $1 at Salvation
Oh,
Army.
yeah,
There's so many
absolutely.
copies of that
Everywhere.
floating around. But the
Ooh,
weird
yeah.
thing about this was when I bought this, I remember when it came out, I really wanted to buy it right away, and it was pretty expensive. I just didn't get it. And I was at Rock Fantasy one day, and he had this up on a shelf, and I think it had fallen down a few times. So when I picked it up and I looked at it, I opened it up and I was like, "Yo, this CD's missing in here." And so he's like, $5. He just like, get rid of it. It's garbage because there's CDs missing, like an incomplete, kind of the way Wayne had his thing was incomplete. But the cool thing is, as the months went on, I was looking through his used CDs and I found all the CDs. They just fell out instead of someone putting them back in the thing. So thank God I was the one that found them, because and I ended up getting this. So this was a $5 purchase. That was the best
Wow.
deal I got on
That's
that.
cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah.
This is a cool CD box sets. The Blue Oyster Cult one is fucking
Oh, yeah.
phenomenal.
one
I
too.
got Buck Dahmer to sign this at a concert,
Ah, cool.
but I just happened to have it in my car, and then I seen him outside by the thing. I was like, oh shit, what do I have to get signed? And I had this whole fucking box in the car. So, but yeah, this 16 albums. This is amazing. What a great deal. It was like, I forget how much it was, like less than $50 though. And to get
Yeah.
all them albums, and they got live albums. They just,
It's a lot
I
of
love
stuff
these.
jammed into that little box.
Yeah, I like how when bands do that, like the ZZ Top one's got 10 albums, the Deep Purple one's got 10 albums, the UFO one gets 10 albums. They're small in your collection compared. That would have been 30 CDs. It would be like
Oh,
those
yeah.
Yeah.
And
Hey,
most of them, they give you the bonus tracks and stuff on them as well if they were released like that, the reissues. And a cool thing about the Blue Oyster Cult one is, they did a reissue series one time. They did remastered CDs with bonus tracks, but they stopped at Agents of, I think it was maybe it was Spectres. It was the one that they stopped at. So the only way you can get the other albums actually remastered is in that box set like that.
Big question about that ZZ Top. Is that the original mix or the 80s mix? Do you remember?
I think
I
would
think
think they're
it's original.
Okay,
That's
because
original.
my individual CDs that I bought used have the 80s mix where they modernized it, which I don't like. I like the original vinyl mix,
Totally. That was one of the first ones that when I was getting CDs, they had a set out called ZZ Top 6-pack, and it was the first 6 albums minus the Guayo, and they were all that 80s mix, and I just got it. It's like sacrilege when you listen to it, man. It's like those Blizzard of Oz and Diary of Madman that Sharon re-recorded. It's just kind of goes in that kind of category.
Yeah, but at least the Ozzy ones tell you that, where the ZZ Top,
right?
Yeah, because I bought them all used ZZ Top, Eliminator, whatever. That's the way it sounded. But Texas and Tejas and whatever.
Tias,
yeah, right. It's Spanish, and I'm Spanish. But anyway, all of those have got that electronic drum sound, and I just don't like it at all. Wayne, if you ever get those, just get that box then.
ZZ Top. I don't like ZZ Top, so I won't.
All right, in that case, fuck you. All right.
There's a bunch of other ones that I didn't get because I see them come up on Amazon, but they're out of stock. I know there was a Saxon one I would love to have gotten. I know people that got them, and that's one that I missed out on. Hopefully, some of you guys maybe pull out some of that stuff. But there's a cool one at the time. Is Howl's Eve. It's what was really cool about this is they played a local warehouse place around where I lived, and someone filmed it on VHS back then, and I had the bootleg for years on VHS. And this is all 3 of their albums from back in the day, all the classic albums. But then they put a DVD, and on the DVD it had 2 shows, and one was the show in Middletown, New York, where we grew up. And the cool thing about the show was that a month or 2 before that, Whiplash had played there on the Power of Pain tour, and they were supposed to play with Carnivore, but they had to cancel. But anyway, that was the first time I ever seen Slam Dancing. And Pete Pardo from the Sea of Tranquility, he was actually at that show, but I didn't know him back then. And I was like 16 years old, but it was the first time I seen Slam Dancing, like we were like learning what everybody was doing and stuff. So anyway, 2 months later comes, and we've been practicing and drunk in the fields by our house and stuff for like 2 months, getting every weekend blasting thrash metal and slamming around like idiots. And when that Hallows Eve show came, we were in the pit nonstop. We were chicken skanking. My buddy was doing epileptic fits in the pit, right in the floor in front of everybody. And we just went bananas. And the bad thing is that whole show's on here, but they don't never show the crowd. The camera's like right up on them. But it would have been great to see myself as a little kid nonstop. And it's funny because the next show was on here. It was taped in Poughkeepsie, which is close by to me. We had a legendary club called The Chance, and they played there with Fate's Warning. And I went to the show, but back then they had a policy where if you didn't have ID, just to saying you were 16, you couldn't get in. And I was like 18 at the time. And I went with 6 people. The 3 youngest got in, and the 3 oldest didn't get in because we didn't have ID. So I still have the full ticket stub someplace of that. But that whole show ended up on here, which is pretty cool. All right.
I gotta say, man, I am a huge fan.
Yeah.
Hallows Eve. My band covered Speed Freak, and
That's awesome.
me, my guitar player, and my friend Paolo. This was early 2000. We drove 6 hours to see Hallows Eve play North Florida. We get there, they canceled. Yeah, man. And I never seen them. They've never been to South Florida. But I knew them from Metal Massacre, then Tale of Terror and Death and Insanity and Monument.
Yeah.
I love this band, bro.
Yeah, that's
When
a
I
good set. I've
see
got
him,
it.
it was Death and Insanity had just come out, and I have an original tour shirt still from that actual show.
Nice.
From that's on
Wow.
I love
DVD.
all 3 albums. A lot of people don't like the third one, Monument. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
At
I
the
love it,
time,
man.
at the time, it seemed a little bit too clean, and it seemed like they were trying to be a little bit commercial. But
Right.
it still has so many great songs. I actually listened to that the most because it's the one I listened to least back in the day. So when I think about them, I kind of go to that one the most now. Not because
Yeah.
it's my favorite, but because I didn't listen to the hell out of it. But here's a John Lennon one that's like 4 CDs. It's like all the shit. I know Ralph's big Beatles fan. Here's a cool one, Morpheus Descends. This is basically everything they ever did. They're a local Hudson Valley death metal band that started putting out albums in like 92. This comes with like a poster inside, and it comes with just pretty much everything they ever did. Try to be quicker. Now we got this one, Weird Tales of the Ramones.
I wish I had that. Is there anything?
wish I had
that one too. Yep.
This
Is it
really
unreleased?
cool.
Anything unreleased on there?
Well, it's 85 smash songs. It says features the latest comic book artistry. A semi-complete Ramones library, amazingly priced, includes 25 of the top comic artists of our time. Hours and hours of looking and listening fun, makes a perfect party pack. But you can see it's like 85 songs on there. But when you open it up, it's got this cool like slipcase thing. It's like,
Oh, that is so cool, dude. Look at
then
that.
it's got this awesome book, and it's like all, like it says in the thing, it's like all these great artists, like comic
God,
book artists.
Oh,
all
that is
pictured
great.
in
when
that.
I saw that, and I should have bought it, and I didn't.
Years
I
ago.
want
It's really
that.
cool.
I gotta get that.
I
Yeah, I
did
don't even
too.
know.
It's probably
I
really
was-
expensive now. It's out of
Well,
print. I know that.
Yeah, I'd have to put my
Yeah.
glasses on to see what the year was on it, but
You know when
Who
Count
knows?
Ralph has held up the Misfits coffin, man, I don't know what happened to mine. It drove me crazy. I can't find it, right? Like it's been gone. It's gone. It's been here. I went to eBay to see if I can get a copy. Dude, that shit was expensive as fuck.
Wow.
So I'm
I
sure
had a
that
chance to get so many of them. I could have got them before they were even released. Like I got mine before it was like released because I was working at the warehouse at Caroline Records, and I could buy things at wholesale prices. So I could have just like, if I knew better, if I had the money too, I could have bought like 100 of them and just sat on them, But who knows?
You know, they
did
changed the CDs in there too, because the original CDs,
Yeah.
like in yours, they're on black plastic
Yeah.
shells, and then the second
Yeah.
run were in regular jewel cases.
Yeah, and they're both
mine's
worth
a
the
second
lot.
run then. Because mine is in jewel cases, so I had the second run. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
They had two
Yeah,
runs.
they're pretty rare too. They only made so many of the second run. Here's another Ramones one. It says Ramones, we're out of here. It's this one I got signed by CJ Ramone, and this was the very last show they ever did. So it's got, well, open it up here.
Well, that thing's got to be out of. Is there a VHS tape in there?
Yeah. So the VHS is in here. It's kind of hard to get out here. Yeah, you got the VHS in here, and then the very last show, or the guest singers and people that came out that night. This one's another one that I'm sure a lot of these guys the cool
That one too. Yeah.
Judas Priest
Oh, yeah.
metallology, all the studs around it.
Let me explain something about where I live. Keep that handy. I want to show you something.
The reason I bought that was because they had the 1982 Screaming for Vengeance on there.
The concert, the DVD.
Yeah.
Well, here's an example of living in South Florida. Saltwater air. Look at Count Ralphus. Look at Count Ralphus's version.
Mine's not perfect either, though. It's a little beat up. It's
but still, I'm talking about this part.
Oh yeah, the stud part. That's not too bad. I got some dings on it.
Mine's good.
That's from the salt water. That's what
Mine looks pretty good. Yeah.
Crazy, right?
Great little set though. I wasn't even gonna buy this because I had pretty much everything on except the DVD, and I ended up borrowing some of them to get some of the bonus tracks. But when I was working at Sanctuary, we used to do swaps with other labels all the time. And one of our former employees was working at Sony, so she hooked me up and she sent that and cool stuff,
I see Tony right behind Tony. He's got the Venom. Here Lies Venom box set, the great Ed Repka cover. And it's got the Canadian Assault in there and stuff. That was
show the inside, man. It's really cool because you get the original albums. They're in like little sleeves, and then it's the first 3 albums, and then you get a picture disc of American Assault. And mine is
Canadian Assault. I think was that one, right?
This is American Assault in it. It's got an American flag.
That's what I got then.
But it's cool because it looks like a crypt because it slides open.
Yeah.
And you've got the band laying in the crypt because it's a tombstone.
That's all Ed Repka's art in the inside too, which is awesome.
Yeah, and mine is I've got it autographed by all 3 original members.
That's sick.
Wow, that's awesome.
I held on to this thing for dear life at Barrel and Death Fest when Venom was playing and the pit was going crazy. I'm standing there, with a bag with records in them, hoping they're not going to get broken.
That's awesome, man.
Wait, Tony, you take the records?
Well, I had purchased some records at the Maryland Death Fest along with and I brought the covers for Kronos to sign, but I had everything and I was keeping them at Mike Pritchard's booth that he was selling stuff, and he says, "Hey, look, I'm packing up before Venom goes on now, so you can come get your stuff." So I went and got it, and I had this bag, man, and I'm just holding it like I'm holding a freaking child or something, The mosh pit's going completely berserk. It's crazy.
It's awesome.
Nothing got smashed or broken though, so good.
Yeah, lucky.
This is a Syd Barrett Crazy Diamond. It the original albums, Madcap Laughs and Barrett, plus Rarities collection, Opal, also include bonus tracks, alternative versions, and a 24-page book is in here.
Wow.
Cool for the Pink Floyd fans. And keeping on with Pink Floyd really quick, this big thing, it's got like every Pink Floyd studio album. It didn't have more in it.
Doesn't have all the early stuff, but it's got everything from metal through through Momentary Lapse of Reason. I believe.
I don't think
I have that as well. Yeah,
I have
Final Cut's not in it.
I have it.
That's Wayne.
Wayne, I bought it, and it's missing. It's missing the postcards, and if there was a book, it's missing that. But the guy gave
it's got a big hard.
$5.
Well, that's still good to have all the CDs, but there's a nice hardcover book in there and the postcards.
Very, very nice.
This one's Pulse. Jeez.
Look what you did.
Yeah, knock the light
Is
out.
that your is that the big one?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
wow.
the big. It's a vinyl version of it, and it comes with this big hardcover book inside of it, and it doesn't light up the way the CD does, you know. But I have the CD box too of it. But this is all vinyls in there for the whole album. Pink Floyd.
Is it still
Mine's
blinking, Tony?
Mine's barely blinking. I need to put a new battery in
Yeah,
it. You can
yeah.
I've changed the bat.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, I've changed the battery in it probably 6 times over the years.
Oh, jeez.
Dude,
Watch anything you turn off? It's constantly on.
Yeah.
Mine blinked for like 3 years, and then one day it just stopped. I was so sad when I didn't see it on no more. But then
like
I didn't know that you could just put a battery in it.
Yeah, it's just a AA battery. I remember my mom used to come to my house and she said, "What's that blinking up there?" I said, "That's the security camera, Mom."
It's a smoke alarm. But yeah, so then I got this Metallica, the live shit binge and purge thing.
Oh, I got
That was
the
my
VHS version.
I think that was my first box set I ever got.
I never bought it.
Really?
Never bought it.
Really?
Every
Wow.
cool.
I
How
love
it
that.
You
box
came-
set.
owned everything, Tony. How was that
I
just-
did
possible?
not buy that.
Just never bought it. I just never. I did make bootleg copies of all the videos in it.
Every time somebody holds up something I have, I'm just gonna bring mine and show it and not show
That's
it.
what I usually do if I'm going later. I just hold them
Mine's
up and then I put them
over
away. I don't have to talk about them later because somebody else did. But
It's an
This-
awesome box set.
It is, and
It is.
they're very
It
good
is.
on live on those CDs too. And
My
they-
favorite, my
Yeah,
favorite.
the Quebec showow's great.
yep,
the
VHS is
Seattle
also
The
yeah.
Seattle shows.
Yeah.
the really cool thing about this is when I got this, I didn't buy this when this came out because it was pretty expensive. And I was working at a job and some guy just started and he was there for like a week and he doesn't know anybody. So he's trying to be cool to people. And he's like, "Hey man, you wear heavy metal shirts all the time. You like Metallica?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "I got like this box thing." He's like, "You want it?" I was like, "Fuck yeah." And he came in and gave it to me. So I didn't pay for
Hell
that.
yeah.
Hell yeah, that
Getting a lot of good
Awesome.
deals.
I quit
Oh, yeah.
that job like a month later. So the guy like kissed ass to me for nothing. 'cause
no reason. What a waste of ass kissing. Anyway, go ahead.
this is Kill 'Em All box set. Really
Got that
fucking
too.
Yeah.
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 I wanted to get all of these. I'm sure some of these guys got the Ride the Lightning and
I
stuff.
got
I'm not
Ride the
gonna-
Lightning and Kill 'Em All is all I got. I wish I had bought Master of Puppets because that live
Very
show that I
expensive
was
now.
at is in there. And I just didn't buy it. Now it's gone. It went up in value. I mean, they're more expensive now than they were when
Dude,
it
I
came
didn't
out.
buy
It's the
any
only
one
one
of
that's
them.
not available. I think they're all available except for the Master of Puppets one.
I didn't buy
This one-
any of those, dude, because they were all so damn expensive.
They're expensive. But
yeah,
I
they were
had to get 'em
expensive,
anyway.
but they're pretty cool how they came
There's
with
a lot-
like so
it's-
much stuff. They got
They're definitely
Very
worth the
they
nice.
got the fucking picture disc. They got a big patch in there. They got all the
Oh.
albums on vinyl, and then they got live stuff and a big hardcover book in here. So I would have liked to
DVDs.
gotten all of them. Yeah, the
Yeah,
DVD is interesting for this. Is that they played a place called JB's Rock 3, and it was in Middletown, close to Rock Fantasy, where we grew up and stuff. It was behind the fairgrounds, where years later they played the fairgrounds twice because they got huge. But they played this little bar, and that's the DVD that's on there. But the audio goes out like halfway through the set. And the other weird thing is I have a bootleg on vinyl. I should have pulled that out. But the bootleg on vinyl is that whole set. So I don't understand why they couldn't use the bootleg to fill in for the
Yeah.
part where the DVD, because they show all the video keep going, but the audio stops. So it's just stupid to keep watching it really.
Yeah.
But just really bizarre because I have a bootleg of the whole show. And
Wow.
last
I'm sure
couple ones
I'm
I've
sure there's a
tried to-
fan out there that's already synced it up with the bootleg probably already. It's probably on YouTube.
Yeah, I just yeah, so weird that they didn't do it that way. But these Black Sabbath box sets, I'm not gonna pull them out. But
I just got that one. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
had
these
that
are
one, but
beautiful.
mine got destroyed in the Florida flood. So the
Oh,
only thing
shit.
I was able to salvage was
And wait a minute, Manny. I just
oh, the
gave
poster.
that to you.
I seen him post it or show this one time. He only had like the one live.
yeah, this
album.
is the only thing I have left. No,
Yeah.
when you sold
That's
it
not
to me, it was, but the flood destroyed the box and it
That
destroyed
sucks. That's
But at least I got the live set from it, so that's
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool.
yeah, that stinks.
Yeah.
The CD
I
version of
got
that goes
I
for
got
a lot of money.
the volume 4 version on vinyl too. I bought, and um the Technical Ecstasy one.
Very cool.
I bought all of
And-
those on CD, but not on vinyl, except Paranoid. I can't
and
find
Sabotage.
it.
I had all of these already on vinyl. I had them
Paranoid
all on
CD went
CD, so I
like out
figured
of print.
Here's my Sabotage and I got volume 4 too.
Kill
yeah. I didn't get Live Evil one because I just had a
No,
couple
I
different
didn't get
versions
that.
of it.
Why
And I
didn't
didn't
they
get
release
I didn't get the
Master-
Tony Martin ones either.
Why didn't they
I'm sure
release
that's out of print now,
Master
too.
Puppets on or Master Puppets, Master Reality box? I never got that.
They
Or
just
they
haven't yet. They haven't done
aired it?
that yet. Yeah, they haven't done
Oh.
that yet. There's a few that they haven't done yet. So we still got Born Again. They're talking about coming out, and yeah, all the other
Yeah.
ones. They
I got
Obviously
that
die.
Tony Martin. Yeah.
But anyway, continue.
That's it
Wayne,
for
did
me.
you say-
So
Wayne,
think
did
I
you
brought
say
it
the
up.
Tony Martin box is already out of print?
Somebody said the other day it was hard to find.
yeah,
It
I
was
heard
out of
that
print.
that was out of
Yep.
print.
Well, that got destroyed in the flood. The vinyl version, well, not totally. The records are fine, but the box and the book and all that. But I've got the CD version, which is fine, the Tony Martin years. So, but the vinyl was fine. So I'm not gonna cry a river about it. Anyway, cool stuff, man.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's it for my segment. I'm gonna let my dog out. I'll be right back.
All right, Manny, you go.
All right, this is gonna be quick because most of my stuff is in storage. But all right, Bob Dylan box set. This is one of the first box sets. I was able to save it. It's a little destroyed, but it's Bob Dylan. So I'm a huge fan. Named my kid Dylan. That's how much of a fan I am. I don't know if anyone's got this, but this is a Deep Purple Machine Head 50th anniversary. I just recently replaced it, and what's interesting is that the record, it's a remix by Weasel Zappa.
Oh,
So I was
yeah,
gonna go,
that was recent.
yeah. The live shows are good, but it's not anything you haven't seen. Actually, I think, and the Blu-ray is the 2004 remix, and they got a quad mix. The CD sounds good, but the vinyl, like I said, is a Weasel Zappa, remix. And I got this at Record Store today because everyone knows my favorite band of all time, The Doors. Now, they had released this on CD years ago as a limited pressing, and this is the Live at Detroit. What makes it so cool, besides the fact of Doors, it's the longest show supposedly they ever performed. It was recorded May 1970, a couple days before my birth. And here's another Doors that I had to replace, LA Woman Sessions. Now, they've released different versions of LA Woman. It seems like every few years they release more studio outtakes. But this is really cool. It's really raw, too. And you can hear him talking in between and tweaking the arrangements.
Someone wants
This
to know
one-
what's the difference with that Zappa remix of the Deep Purple album?
The difference is not much, truthfully. He adds a little more nuance in it. The bass is pumped up a little bit more. Ian Gillan's voice a little bit more, and the guitars are definitely more prominent, but not by much. Honestly, it doesn't sound that much different than the Roger Glover remix that they did about 20 years ago.
So they
Truthfully.
didn't add anything like new sounds that you didn't hear before.
No. It sounds a little. I actually don't like it as much as I like the Roger Glover mix from 20 something years ago. Truthfully, it's something that's interesting to hear. There's a few little nuances there, but I don't think it's something you're going to listen to a lot personally. That's my opinion. All right, I got just a couple more, and then somebody else to go. I already showed you guys this last week. It's Alice Cooper. My daughter got me this for Christmas, and it's paranormal evening with Alice Cooper and Detroit Stories. And this is 906 out of 1,250.
Cool.
And this is the latest Jimi Hendrix, Electric Lady Studios. There must be an endless supply of Jimi Hendrix outtakes, because this is more outtakes from Electric Ladyland. And this is the second version they've released of this, because about 5 years ago they released Electric Ladyland special edition. This is really cool, though. What's really cool is this is really stuff that was going to make up New Rays of the Rising Sun, which after his death, they released his Cry of Love and Rainbow Bridge. But these are alternative takes. And he must have been, I mean, some of the stuff that Hendrix didn't feel was good enough to release is almost ridiculous, because he's the only one who can hear the imperfection. So and finally, my final one is
hold on, I gotta say something about that Jimi Hendrix. Is that
please.
For one, is just last week in the theater near me, they played there's a new DVD out that's it's Electric Ladyland, the making of Electric Ladyland. I don't know if it has something to do with this whole thing, but they played. Oh, they played that in the theater by me, but I didn't go. I couldn't make it. But I have a book, and it has, Jimmy's itinerary for every day of his life for like his last like year or so in his life. And he, bought the studio, helped build the studio, and it talked about every day. I mean, he recorded every day. Since he's died, there's been like 30 albums. Like, it seems like every 2 years you get a new Jimi Hendrix album of what were kind of like outtakes. And I don't know if they're adding stuff to it so much or whatever, but it seems like every couple of years we get another Jimi Hendrix album. For somebody who died so long ago, there has been so many albums that have come out, and he just had endless. I think like he was recording stuff when he took a shit in the bathroom. I mean, because it's just like there's a new riff or something every freaking 2 years.
You're not kidding. And it's funny you mentioned that, because in the 70s, Alan Douglas, who at the time ran the estate, they had put an album called Crash Landing and Midnight Lightning. I actually like them for what they are, but he erased the original guys that played on the demos, which was Billy Cox, Noel Redding, Mitch Mitchell. Yeah, and he even added guitar player to do some rhythm. Of course, and the estate, when Jimi Hendrix's sister took over, she had hired Eddie Kramer to go back and find the original recordings and add that stuff in. So a lot of that stuff that you see now is that. But yeah, I mean, I have at least 75 different Jimi Hendrix albums, reissues, live albums.
Sure, it's insane. My stack is like a whole like CD like tower I have to use just for Hendrix.
Oh, it's great though. It's great stuff.
Yeah, it's awesome. And when they add stuff like that, it's kind of cool. Like Pink Floyd had that album that came out. It was like the last official Pink Floyd CD, and it was just bits and pieces. It was like one full song, and it was bits and pieces because of Richard Wright stuff that they did. But I can't understand why they didn't like turn them into real songs, put vocals on them, and just take the parts that they did and structure them. Instead, it was like little segments, and it's something you listen to once or twice, and it sucks kind of, because it's like there's no songs to go back to. But I always wish, they should have went back and bring in some extra people, whatever, and made them complete songs. It would have been a lot cooler,
Absolutely.
I think it would have been cool, but I think, Gilmore, not so much. The producer on that, I think, is Bob Ezra, and he's not known for purist. But David Gilmour definitely probably just didn't want to touch the tapes, is my guess. And finally, this survived flood. Honestly, I don't think it's that great. That's my opinion. But I'm glad I have it because I'm a Kiss fan. Yeah. And I believe I have this on CD years ago, Tale of the Fox or something like that.
Yeah,
Tony, you would know because you own everything except Back in Black. So
I do.
The man who owns everything.
And Metallica box set up.
Honestly, this is, in my opinion, just for diehards. It's not bad, but it sounds what it is. It's demos, and pretty rough
I
sound.
saw it the other day. I was
Yeah.
going to get it, but I don't know. I don't
I actually
think
like
it's
the first one. The first one they put out had the other records. There was 2 CDs. This is the second CD of this in the blue with the light up eyes, Creatures of the Night look. And then, but the first one they had the cover that looked like the solo albums.
Solo albums, yeah, but
Yeah.
that would originally was released too as something else
Yeah.
originally. I don't remember.
Yeah,
That one I
it's called Rockology. Yeah,
Okay,
and that's
I
actually
haven't-
came out on vinyl with a non-makeup picture on the front as well on vinyl. My friend did the layout for it, but yeah, it's
How did
they milk
they
it. They really do milk it.
how did the estate get the rights to the makeup? Because I'm assuming that Gene and Paul own this, unless they're like, fuck this, it's the Fox makeup, nobody gives a shit. I
The
don't
rumor,
Yeah,
the rumor is, I don't know how true it is, Vinnie Vincent owns that makeup.
Really?
That's
Yeah,
what
Yeah.
it's a rumor.
Wow.
Yeah, but
When-
if that's true, then
when-
this would have never come out because Vinnie Vincent never,
You are correct.
Yeah.
when Eric Carr died, they had his funeral at the church, like where my parents will be buried and stuff in Middletown. His
Wow.
mom worked at the local mall, and there was every now and again you'd hear, "Oh shit, Gene and Paul came in to Sears." They would work. His mom worked in Sears, and people had sightings of them right in our local mall. And then when he died, like a year later, she opened a store in our local mall, but the mall was dying. It was about to get torn down, and there was like hardly anything left. But when you went into the mall, there was a store that was like his drum set, and it was like all Kiss kind of memorabilia and stuff, but it was almost like more of a museum. But it was weird, like you'd go past it, and I never really even sat there and looked through it all and gave it time. It was just kind of like a weird thing. It was like a pop-up store that only lasted like a couple months, but it was like his parents like trying to sell stuff, with his likeness, I guess, or whatever. But
yeah.
I wish I would have investigated it more, but it was right in our area where I live up here.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow.
You done, Manny?
Yeah, who's next?
Tony.
I'm going to quickly show my Misfits box that you guys were talking about. I actually, a little story behind mine. What year did it come out, Ralph? Like 96,
Like 90,
97?
96. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's around
So,
the time I was working there.
You can see around that. I saw the Misfits not long after that, and Jerry he autographed it for me. And years later, this is probably like 10 years ago, I brought it to a Danzig show that Doyle was at performing, and I left it with a friend, my friend Mike Hauser. He is an autograph hound, and he'll hang out forever, and bless him for doing it, because he hung out and he got Doyle to sign it. But it was kind of funny because, man, Doyle signed it with a blue marker. You can hardly see it, which you really can't see it
Yeah.
here. But the cool thing is Danzig took it and Danzig drew
Ah,
an
Wow.
actual little
Oh,
art.
shit.
He got a piece
Wow,
of Glenn
that's
Danzig
fucking
art.
nuts.
that's
So
cool.
that
Holy
was
shit.
just killer, man. I was like, thank you, Mike. That was awesome.
Damn.
So
That's incredible.
I've got this Here Lies Venom box here, or whatever they call
Oh,
it. No,
yeah.
that's the other one. The other one's called Here Lies, and this is 40 Years in Sodom. And this was like, it's got a really nice book in it, a hardbound book, just the whole history of the band, and picture disc of it's like a Ouija board piece that you move, and it's got like a patch in it, a booklet, like a tour booklet replica. It's got the original demos in it on vinyl that they did before they, put out the first album. And then you got Welcome to Hell, Black Metal, Possessed, and At War with Satan, all in it. And pretty nice set. Believe it or not, I didn't buy this when it first came out, and Amazon, somebody hit me up and said, dude, Amazon's got them right now for $100.
Wow.
And so I ordered it, because I don't know, it was kind of pricey when it first came out.
Yo, I need that Ouija board part. I got this fucking Venom Ouija board, but it didn't
wow.
come with the thing
Hell is
to
that?
move it around.
Well, that Ouija board is actually a picture disc. It's got music on it.
Oh, it
Yeah,
does.
so-
Wow.
yeah.
That'll work. That'll work. We could talk to
Yeah.
Satan if we have.
Yeah,
We got to combine
exactly.
them so we can talk to Satan.
Yeah, that's the Venom ink. Yep, sure is. Okay, the other one here is
Venom and Ouija boards.
Linda gave me this for Christmas a couple years ago.
Oh,
It's
that's
the
cool.
Celtic
Oh,
Frost
that's
set.
nice.
Um, It's got, which I had all the records, but man, I tell you, my records, all of them are originals, and they are played to death. I mean, really worn out. So you get a nice bound book in this one, and it has a 7-inch single for Visual Aggression and Journey into Fear. Got a poster, big fold out poster of them around the Into the Pandemonium period. Then you get each one of the albums is in here for, Morbid Tales, Emperor's Return. Like my Emperor's Return, my original is just trashed. So to Megatherion, you get the Tragic Serenades EP, Into the Pandemonium, and what else? It's got.
Where's Cold Lake?
Yeah, it's got, you got the Collector's Celtic Frost EP, and you get the I Won't Dance EP. This thing is chock full. Then you get a cassette in it of old demos. It's all housed inside here very nicely. It's got a patch. It's got a pen. Comes with an enamel pen. And the coolest piece, you get the little, what's this thing called, Ralph? A heptagram or something? What do they call it?
Yeah, hexagram.
Hexagram or something. This is a USB. This is a USB stick.
Oh,
So
wow.
all the
so
music, all the music is there digital for you. So that was really, really, really cool for them to put. I saw Creator had one that came out recently, and it's got a little Creator head in there, and the Creator man, and it opens up like that.
Yeah, he's a USB stick.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
they still sell that Celtic Frost set, right? That's not out of print.
I think so. I know. Yeah, and then there was a box set that came out of all their stuff on cassette as well, but I think that was only through Hell's Heroes.
Yeah.
So I gotta hop up here and grab a few things down. Here is the UFO Strangers in the Night, where you get all the shows.
I've got that. That's freaking excellent.
Yeah, you get all the shows that were used to make this album. And that's really cool.
Really cool.
I've got stuff everywhere. Let's see. Try to take some stuff down. It's kind of cool. Here's I'm a huge fan of the Darkness's first album. So that's it's the album. It's got a bunch of like demo albums in it. It's got live albums included in it. Just great record. A lot of the outtakes and stuff is on it as well.
I didn't forget about the DVD, by the way.
What's that?
I said I didn't forget about the DVD. I just haven't had a chance.
Oh yeah. You got the CD version of that.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah. It's no rush. Like I said, if you can ever get it. So this is the Thin Lizzy Rock Legends.
Oh, I got that. I had that in my pile.
And, yeah.
Oh, so what's on there, dude?
So if I can get it open, that's the thing about some of these boxes, you can't get them open.
Well, musically, what is there anything unreleased on there?
Some demos, some live stuff. Man, when this thing came out, I had pre-ordered it from Amazon, and they didn't ship it when it was supposed to, and it's like they ran out before they didn't get enough of them in. So I canceled my order and went to CD Japan and ordered it, and it was like $20 more, free shipping, and I got it, and I got the Japanese version that has your little OB, and it's got your little Japanese booklet in it. So that was cool to get, extra along with it. You've got a book of Phil Lynnett's poetry, and a lot of Jim Fitzpatrick art. It's got postcards of Jim Fitzpatrick's art in here, just all kinds of really cool postcards. It's got a book, a hardbound book. It's just the story, Thin Lizzy story, great photos, lots of ads. This is actually, which one is it? It's one of them. I forget which one. You got 2 books in here. So now this is the book. This is the booklet here. This is all the information on each song that's in here, where it came from. And this book, the hardbound book, it's called On Tour, and it's the tour books. It's all the tour books replicated in hardbound. So you get every tour book that I actually have a Black Rose tour book, and that's all replicated in there. And then of course you get the CDs, and it's just rarities. It's got a couple of different rarities in here. Chinatown tour, live show, a greatest hits, early years, and a DVD comes in it. The DVD is called A Night on the Town. It's like where they're performing Jailbreak, Emerald, Boys of Banktown, Rosalie Cowgirl song, from some TV show called A Night on the Town. And then it's got the Bad Reputation documentary that they did about Phil in that.
Wow.
So yeah, that was a really cool one to get.
I tried to order that like months after it came out. It was already out of print, but I noticed that with all the Lizzy stuff, like the Live and Dangerous box set that came out a couple years ago, I waited too long and I couldn't find it at a decent price. And same thing with I think there's one now called 1975 or 76. One of you correct me. It's already expensive. It's crazy.
And I'll be honest with you, I passed on those because the Live and Dangerous, all the shows that were in it, I already had either in bootleg form or they've been released. They've actually put 2 of them out on vinyl, 2 of the shows that are in there. And I wasn't happy with the packaging for the price, because that brings me to this Def Leppard, the early years. And the packaging on this is the way the Live and Dangerous was done. It's just you've got these little cardboard slots with these CDs stuck in it, and I just thought for the money that was kind of cheap. And this is really cool because of the rarities disc and the live CD and stuff that comes with it. But
that's out of print now too.
It's got a hardbound book.
Yep.
But it's pretty cool for what it is. And it wasn't that expensive. But the Live and Dangerous set had like 6 or 7 CDs, and it was pretty pricey. And I was like, I'm not crazy about it. I'm just gonna get the vinyls
or something before,
And then they just put one out on the 1976, and I just bought the 2 vinyl copies that came out, the remixes on vinyl of Johnny Fox and Jailbreak. And a friend got a digital of all the outtakes, and I just got that. I said that's good enough. I don't need all the other stuff.
It's crazy how fast that stuff goes out of print for them, Lizzy.
Well, it's cool that they make them for the diehard collectors, because not everybody's looking to buy 7 live CDs that have all the same songs. It's from the same tour. It's like, that's for just like, they have them, they say, let's release them, but we'll make it limited. And then it's super collectible 5 minutes later.
Well, that's true. But look at diehard Doors fans like me. We buy, everything. So anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, that's true. This is another Venom box set. I got this when I worked at Sanctuary, and it's a great box. It's got posters in it. It's got CDs of rare tracks and like a best of thing. But the booklet is really cool. And over the years, I've been able to get the booklet completed. I've got the original 3 guys on the front. And if you go to the later eras, I've got Tony Dolan has signed it, and Anton Cronus's brother, who played drums, and Mike Hickey. Micah, so everybody signed it in the book.
Wow.
So the only person I think I'm missing is there was a guy named I think his name was Al Barnes that played with them during the Demolition Man period.
Yeah, I've got when I saw Venom Inc., there was one. The only person there was Demolition Man. What the hell is his real name?
Tony Dolan.
Tony Dolan.
Yeah, and he was a very nice guy.
Nicest dude in the world.
Yeah, and the guitar player was the guy that played on Prime Evil, one of the guys. Because
No, that was
Mantis.
Mantis. You're thinking about it was Mike Hickey, and he played on Calm Before the Storm.
Okay, that's him. Yeah, or
Yeah.
bit because Mantis's wife, I guess, is cancer, which understandably he couldn't
Yeah,
go.
and Mantis has left recently. I don't know if Ralph, do you follow him on social media, Mantis?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, he's
his wife.
Have you noticed?
His-
you noticed? Huh?
Oh
What did
no,
you say?
I'm just gonna say his wife's been battling cancer for the last year, and then he's had his health problems. But he just posted something yesterday or today about how his face and likeness is on these posters about upcoming shows for Venom Inc. And he just wants to say, hey, I'm not part of this and stuff. But I don't think there's a bad relationship with them guys. I just think he doesn't want his likeness being on the posters and stuff, and he doesn't want people thinking he's on tour.
I
But,
think his
I think
wife's. I think his wife's doing better as well, thankfully. And but he's been sharing a lot of history of the band lately, like going back and doing all this history and stuff. And the other day, the official Venom Instagram page, who never posts any old photos of the band, is always the current lineup. He shared the Nightmare video, and I'm going, something's brewing, man. I'm hoping that they'll finally gonna come to their senses and go out and make some money.
Oh,
Yeah, but
they don't have
Abaddon sick or something?
no. Abaddon's well. Abaddon's he's far as I know, he's cancer free now. So he
went through his whole battle, and now
he's got Abaddon's venom. So, yeah.
Oh, that's
Well, here's a Uriah Heep box set that I got from Sanctuary. It's a really good one. It's just a lot of best of, but a lot of outtakes. If you're into that band, I'm sure Manny had this one, The Life and Crimes of Alice Cooper.
Of course I have that.
Yeah, that's a great one. Yeah,
I got that one too.
Once again, on this one, I have the book, and the book I got it autographed by Alice.
Oh,
and Dennis Dunaway and Michael Bruce have all signed it.
Oh, wow. So the only one missing is Neil Smith.
Yeah, and I was told I could mail it to Neil Smith for like $20 and he'd sign it and mail it back to me, but I've just never done it.
He's like a freaking millionaire. He should
wait, Tony, I got something to say about that. My guitar player, because Neil Smith is like a lawyer or some shit.
Yeah.
And I'm talking the 98 back then. He tried to get Neil Smith autographed. Neil Smith told him, yeah, all right, $50.
Fuck
yeah.
Well, back then.
I met Alice in the early 2000s and he signed the book, and then a friend was at some place where Michael and Dennis were appearing. I think it was when Dennis's book came out, and he got them to sign it for me. I sent it to him.
I got that book signed from Dennis that he did, and that was an amazing book. And Neil was there a minute before I was getting it signed. He's like, "Hey, let's get Neil to sign it." And we looked for him. He's like taking a piss or something, and I didn't go back and get him to sign it too, but I should have.
That Dennis Dunaway book is way better than the book.
Oh yeah.
And
I love that book. That book was great.
Great book.
Electric chairs and snakes or whatever.
Right. Where I'm a huge Alice fan, but Alice's book was a tell nothing. So
yeah, a safe book. I didn't read Alice's book. I've been wanting to get that. I love that Neil. Dennis book.
What's
Who's got
amusing
this
about
Motorhead?
it is to give you golf tips is pretty amusing in the Alice book. But
wish I'd have bought that too.
Yeah, but
Ralph,
it does.
You got this one, Ralph, the Motorhead.
What's on that?
I remember that.
I don't have that. What's on that, Tony?
It's just a compilation, kind of a best of. It's got some outtakes. Everything on here has been reissued somehow or another on all the bonus discs that came out. I just saw today where their 50th anniversary editions of the first, I think it's Overkill and Bomber and Ace of Spades are coming out.
I got the Ace of Spades and the Bomber, and they come with live albums, and they got books in them and stuff. They're really good. They got a lot of cool extra shit in here, but these are definitely like the deluxe versions of them. But I didn't get all the other ones that have come out. There's a bunch.
I got some of the other ones I'll show in a bit.
Here's my Iron Maiden Best of the Beast. little set, but this is autograph. The cover is completely autographed by everybody that's currently in the band. And that's when I worked the show in 2010, and the production manager got it signed. But I also had the booklet that I got Bruce and Adrian to sign in '97, and Paul Diano signed it when he came through in like 2012 or something, and Steve Harris signed it at a British Lions show a couple years ago, I think not in 2019. So that's kind of cool. My friend has
that's
this
cool
on
having
vinyl.
something signed with both of them. That's amazing. That's amazing having Bruce and Paul like signing the same thing. That's fucking really cool.
I'm sure some of you got this, the soundtrack of the Apocalypse.
Yeah, I got
No,
that.
that I don't have. I don't have that.
You know something about this. It's in a cardboard box. Now, I know from working at a record label, this box probably cost about $1.50 or $1.25 to make, probably. They should have went to Army surplus stores and got real ammo cases,
right?
And just stenciled it, because it would have been so much cooler to have a latch and stuff. And the covering, I don't know about yours, Ralph, but the covering on mine's starting to pop up.
Yeah, no, yeah, look, it's downwards. Yeah, it's flimsy, man.
Yeah, they could have used real ammo. They could have got real ammo boxes, probably $2 a piece, probably. It's just
the back is like coming undone.
There's 10,000 of them out there in Army surplus stores. But this was cool, man. It had a flag in it, and a laminate came in it.
Yeah.
It's got remember the blood pack that came out for Seasons in the Abyss?
I actually have the original blood pack. Let me show you.
Did your blood?
I do too. Mine's all dried up.
Yeah, mine dried up. Yep.
It's just dried up.
Yeah, mine's all dried up.
Yeah, mine is as well.
You see, they got them vinyls now where the blood's inside the vinyl, and they can fucking like moving around. Shit.
Yeah, liquid in it. Yeah.
It's all dried up.
Yeah, mine is like that as well, Ralph.
Yeah.
This one, believe it or not, now this box set is pretty old. I don't know what year was it came out. It's at least 15 years old, and it's still the blood. They must use different type of blood in there, but it didn't dry up. And then like several other things I've got the booklet for it. And I've got Kerry King's autograph, nice. Dave Lombardo, and I got Kerry King, Dave Lombardo, Tom Araya, and Paul Bostoff on it. Of course, I don't have Jeff Hanneman's on it. I only met
That's
Jeff.
Sick though, having Lombardo and Bostoff signing the same thing. That's awesome.
Yeah, I met Jeff Hanneman like once working a Slayer show and stuff, but I took some photos with him, but I didn't get anything signed by him. I got a pic from him though that night. That was cool. And then I've got like those White Snake box sets that came out. Trying to see here's another kind of cool one. This was kind of cool. Wayne, you'll probably dig this. This was a Primal Fear's Book of Seven Seals. Yeah, the album Seven Seals. This was a book that had the CD in it and a DVD with all their videos. Cool. And I got Matt Center to autograph it at one of their shows, and it had a photo in there, and he signed that. And had like a 8x10. I had Henny and Ralph Sheeper sign it inside as well. Nice. Just a pretty cool little piece. It's Matt Center's autobiography in here, but it's all in German, and I've never been able to read it, which sucks. I'm sure he had a good story. Just maybe a quick few other ones here. Here's a Black and Blue box set that came out. It's got all the Black and Blue albums plus a live DVD from Japan.
Oh shit! I got that live show from Japan since the '80s. I've had that show.
Yeah. I had a bootleg of it on VHS. Yeah. Here's the band from Germany called Bonfire. But before they were Bonfire, this is their early years. They were called Kakuman, and it's a little heavier. It sounds more like Heavy Scorpions. And then it also has their Easy Living. When some of the guys had a project called Easy Living. But I mainly got this for the Kakuman stuff because it's so hard to find that stuff. Really cool band if you've never heard of them.
I never realized how much stuff they actually have. They got a lot of albums.
This is kind of cool. This is Motorhead, Born to Live to Win. It's this was a 10 CD set, kind of like those sets that Ralph was showing earlier. It's got the Heavy Metal Holocaust replica poster in it, but it's all the singles. So you've got the different singles that came, No Class, Overkill, Bomber, the Golden Years EP. I got
some of them. I got that and the Bomber one. I have the original 7 inches of them.
I've got the 12-inch of that one. I've got a Bomber 7-inch. I've got the St. Valentine's Massacre one.
I got that. I got a 10
I got
inch
the
of
Iron
that, but
Fist.
it's kind of new.
Got an Iron Fist.
I got that 7-inch.
Yeah, just really cool. That was another Sanctuary thing.
Yeah, that's pretty recent. That's pretty recent. You bought that?
No, you bought
that pretty recently?
No, I got this when I worked at Sanctuary. It says 1999 on it. That was a cool thing. You working at Caroline, the same thing, man. You get cool things. One thing I wanted to bring up about box sets, I got a lot of box sets. I mean, I've got the Leonard Skinner and the Ted Nugent and the Journey and stuff like that were very common box sets back in the day. If you join BMG Record Club, it's like you join it, you get it's like if you bought, you get 3 free or 5 free, and then you had to buy one and you get 3 more free. At one point, BMG was letting you get box sets and count them. So if there was a 3 CD box set or a 5 CD box set, so I was in BMG Record Club at one time under 4 different names, and I just had a racket going. I was racking up with CDs and getting box sets and everything. I think I got my Bonfire box set like that as well. So
my whole collection started with Columbia House when I was in 6th grade. I did it 3 times and I never bought anything. And my parents said, if you get one more letter saying that you owe money, we're gonna throw away all your shit. I did it 3 times without, and that's the first like 32 CD or cassettes back then. I grabbed it.
I showed this last week with John Gallagher. John said this was, a labor of love for him. It's the Rockin' Till You Drop anniversary box set. So he's got all the outtakes and stuff from the recording of that album. And that's a really cool piece.
Oh, that's really cool. And I found my Electric Ladyland box set that came out a few years ago. It's really cool. It's the usual that the state does a good job. It's got his handwritten lyrics. That was the cover that he wanted, that the record label made him change. And the picture was taken by Linda McCartney, who was friends with not only Jimi Hendrix, but with Jim Morrison. And one last thing is the Cannibal Corpse box set that I found recently. I got it cheap because it's all beat to hell, but it's still got the comic book in it. Anyway, back to you, Tone.
That's awesome.
They've Alice Cooper's done some reissues recently of some different albums. This one came out several years ago. This is a Schools Out box set. There was one version that came in a real like school desk that opened up. This was the cheaper version, but it's like all the outtakes and stuff from Schools Out. Nice booklet is in that one. It's 4 CDs worth of stuff on there. Here's a Witchfind, the band Witchfind. It's got all 3 of their albums that they did in there. The Give 'Em Hell band that did they actually had the Baphomet on their first album cover as well. Of course, I'm sure Ralph, you got this one, right?
No, I do not.
No, me neither. One of my friends have that, and I fucking should have jumped on it because now you can't really even find like a version of it.
I got that. I bought it for $100 brand new back then.
Yeah, it's got a shot glass in it. And it's got the Iron Maiden family tree comes in with a little
I think that's really cool.
metal ring on it to keep it. And it's you got Eddie's Archives, you got the Beast Over Hammersmith show, you've got a whole CD of B-sides. So that was kind of cool.
There's one thing that disappointed me about the B-sides. It didn't have women in uniform on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't notice that. But yeah, that was a nice piece. And the last thing I'll show you, I got to show you something Kiss related for a box set. Well, this is actually a custom made set called Kiss Alive 40 that has it's very, very nice set. It's what is it? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 CDs, and it's all live recordings. It's got, or it's actually it's 8 CDs. I'm sorry, and it's got information on every track and where it came from, and all these tracks are all live tracks through the years from 74 up to I guess it was what was 40 years for them, 2012, I guess it was 13. Yeah, 2013. And it's got information on where each track came from. It's all from unreleased Kiss stuff. It's all bootleg stuff. And really nice set there. Yeah, it's a custom made set. A friend of mine was actually the guy that was making these, and he hooked me up with one for a birthday gift once. So yeah, so I'll just kind of stop there. We'll go and see what Ralph's got. And
all right, well, you want to go, Wayne, or should I go?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna breeze through this because I got too much. All right. Here's the Ride the Lightning box set.
Very cool. I got that one too.
The Black Album box set.
I got that one too. Yeah.
Wow.
And this one was bought. Somebody bought me this, the Injustice for All box set. That was J-Man. And here,
there was a deluxe version of that came out. It was like $2,500, and if you bought it, it came. Jason Newsted hand delivered it to your house, and he played bass on the album for you. You had to feed him though.
That's terrible.
Yeah, I got this too. One. This one's very expensive.
Sold out.
Yeah, that's the one I need. Yep.
Good luck.
So you can't even get those from the Metallica website anymore either, huh?
My friend got me the Skid Row, and I really wanted Subhuman Race and Slave to the Grind, and I got it. Back in 2010, they reinstated Bob Daisley and Lee Kerslake in this killer box set that brings a DVD. It brings a guitar solo from Randy Rhoads in the studio. The best.
I've never even seen that one.
Yeah, that's killer. That's a killer set, man. The DVD that's in there is so cool. What's it called?
Beyond the Blizzard, Before the Blizzard, something like that.
Before the Blizzard. Yeah, that is so cool, man.
Led Zeppelin, the live album box set. Kiss, Creatures of the Night box set.
I got that one. That's over there.
That's
a good. That's a very good box
I almost
set,
bought one of those. They had the Universal Music page had a 50% off right after Christmas, and I almost bought one of those. You could get it pretty cheap.
It's really good.
It's really good. A lot of stuff.
This is bullshit right here.
I have that.
You have this?
Yeah.
It doesn't have no album covers. You open it up and it's just sleeves for the album.
That's bullshit.
Yeah.
This one's kind of bogus too. It brings a live album like this, but it also brings the first album in 1984. And
that Tokyo Dome is pretty collectible now, though. It's really hard to get.
Well, that one I just showed you, I shit you not. It brings Van Halen 1 and 84 with no inner sleeve in it.
Wow.
Fuck that.
I don't know why this got all this thing, but this is Led Zeppelin 4 box set. I don't have all the Zeppelin box sets, but I love them, what I have so far. Led Zeppelin 3, Led Zeppelin 4, Houses of the Holy, and my favorite Led Zeppelin album, Physical Graffiti, but I need to get the rest of them.
Well, the reason that's your favorite is because it is their best. It's awesome.
I love it. It's my favorite Zeppelin as well.
This is the wild one. All right. Back in 1990, Iron Maiden released the first 10 years. And each of them brought a little pamphlet in it. And if you collected all 10 and you send it to them, they'll bring you back a box for the vinyl.
You got the Eddie
Here's the box. Piece of crap.
Oh, you got
falling apart. Look at the back of this shit.
What the hell did you do to it?
Yeah. Were you in the flood too with me or something?
No,
is that from the salt water?
A friend of mine had it on CD, and he sent in the little things and got the CD box, and the CD box was flimsy as well.
I got
Oh
the
wow.
I got the box, and I gotta show you this. I put this in here. It's not part of the box set. This is the original pressing. The most expensive thing I own is the original Soundhouse tapes.
That's
I didn't
awesome.
know it was. I did not know. I thought it came as a regular size.
No,
12.
no,
I
no.
did not know that.
It's a 7-inch.
And I had Paul Diano sign it.
That's incredible.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
so that's
Ralph, I have the very, very limited edition CD version of it, which the only way you could get this was when you buy they were remastered disc that came
The
out.
calcification, right?
The ones they were actually not after Castle. They were when they went out of Sanctuary Metal is,
Okay.
and you had to send the cards in to get this. So, but a friend of mine at the label said he was up in New York, and he goes, "Hey, I got something for you," and he pulls out and he gives me one. He goes, "Yeah, I got a whole." I grabbed a whole box of them. So, yeah, so these things were pretty rare. I got Paul to sign mine and Steve as well.
Wow.
I kind of mind speak. I have
this is out of print now. This is Black
okay.
Sabbath, the 10-year war. Now you couldn't buy this in America. You can only buy it in England. And I know a girl in England, Emily, and I sent her the money, and she bought it and sent it to me. And what's really cool, like the thing is, box sets, I take the vinyl out because it's just a pain in the ass. But just to show you, it brings a replica of the Never Say Die tour book. Brings this big ass poster of a show they did at Seattle Center Arena. Huge poster of that. There's a lot of cool shit in here. All the vinyl is splattered and shit. All right, this is Paranoid single. And this is a single for Evil Woman, Don't Play Your Game with Me, and the B-side is Black Sabbath.
Wow, cool.
This is like a cool little booklet on Black Sabbath. It has a lot of cool 70s type artwork and shit. All right.
The box farted. I know.
Now, what somebody showed before, they sent this one has a Black Sabbath cross that's a USB with all the records on it.
That's killer. Yeah.
And it brings a hardcover book that's beyond awesome, man. It's just it is my favorite box set, actually. It has all the albums from the 70s. And it also brings a chain if you want to wear that USB around your neck. All right, real quick. My favorite Rush album, 2112 box set, brings a killer show on there. And I also got Farewell to Kings box set. Now these all are out. All the vinyls I take out because it's a pain in the ass opening these fucking box sets.
Oh yeah.
This is the first Rush box set. This it brings some cool pictures and stuff, but it brings not a 180, a 200-gram vinyl of this shit.
200 gram?
200 gram?
It's like a freaking acetate or something.
Yeah. The Beatles Revolver box set, which is amazing.
Because that's a fucking great album.
This one pisses me off.
What is it?
This Pink Floyd, The Wall, it's called the Immersion. Dude, it brings all the shit in there, and when I took it out, every time I try to bring it in, I can't close it all the way. It brings stupid shit like fucking dice and I don't know. Hemispheres box set, Rush. This one, my friend Josh Carlton from England bought me this, believe it or not. This is the Moving Pictures box set. Here's the first Led Zeppelin box set. The Live Ice Earth, Live in Athens box set. This shit's awesome.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Really, really
one of my
good.
favorite live albums. Yeah.
Yeah, it brings.
Have you got that other one? The I've got it. What's what's the hell is it called? It's got like all the early albums when the one where they re-recorded everything.
Yeah.
This one. Have you got that one, Ralph? The one where they it's all CDs, but
oh yeah, that's a good one. I like that.
But they re-recorded all of the stuff. That's the only thing.
It's not re-recorded, it's remixed.
Well, they added stuff to it, that's for sure.
Here's the Nostradamus box set. The vinyl is
vinyl, that's
Does it still play?
No, it doesn't play. The thing is, the vinyl came in these plastic things.
Yeah, and it ruined them.
It ruined it, you know. And look at the vinyl. I don't know if you can make it out.
What a shame.
What one is that, Ralph?
Nostradamus. I don't know if you can make it out. It's all.
Oh, Tony, you were saying that those get fucked up really easy.
Yeah, everybody's got fucking ruined.
Ralph, have you tried to play it?
Yeah. Play
some people say theirs will play. They just sound muddy or something like there's something in the grooves. But I was gonna buy one from a guy at a record show not last year, and he didn't want a lot for it, but he swore they played, but I should have bought it anyway, but I didn't.
They say you got to play them like 100 times in a row and just keep playing it over and over again, and it'll keep cutting through. But at the same time, you got to listen to Nostradamus.
You got to listen to Nostradamus that time. That's the thing. Yeah, and nobody's going to do that.
Yeah, not only that, I don't. If we have like lots of people telling me it doesn't play. My
I don't even know what is it?
Taco Bell. You know what?
What is that?
Kansas Live Left Overture. It's like the most special album in my life because it's the very first album I ever bought as a kid. This is a live. They did it completely live with bonus tracks. I'm a big fan of early Cheap Trick. These contain all the best Cheap Trick albums from the first one to Dream Police, and it also has Budokan on there. Someone showed this already, right? Volume 4.
Yeah. Hey Ralph.
Yeah.
Do you have this Kansas set? It was like a best of. It has it's 2 CD, like a best of set, but it's got a DVD in it. And the best thing about it is the DVD has all their music videos on it. Some of the stuff is from like Don Kirshner's or whatever. But the funniest thing is listening. They've got a commentary track you can listen to over the videos where they're talking about, especially those 80s videos like Fight Fire with Fire, and they're just making jokes about everything. And Richard says in there, he goes, "That made me wear stupid hats in all of these videos. I'm always wearing a stupid hat." Yeah, pretty cool.
It's probably the first box set I ever bought. The Led Zeppelin.
I used to have that. Yep. I think I got that from the BMG Club.
I got it from BMG.
Then there was a part 2. It was just on 2 discs that came out.
Yeah, I've got that. It's a small one,
This is a rare box set from 1989, Metallica, which brings this comic book. It brings the single for Eye of the Beholder.
Wow, cool.
It brings Garage Days on CD. And here it shows you limited. Oh, there was 4,000 made. I have 2,700 and some shit. It brings this patch of Injustice for All. It brings the Jump in the Fire, Creeping Death.
Nice.
CD.
That's probably worth a pretty penny to a Metallica collector now.
Yeah. And
Metallica, oddball Metallica stuff sells. Those, if you ever into Fan Club, they used to have these fan cans that came in paint.
Oh, yeah, they came in like a.
Those things are worth a lot now.
I bought one of them. They would come with a live CD, and I bought the live CD, and it said I didn't realize it was a real thing. I thought it was a bootleg, and then I saw somebody who had the can. I go, "What the hell is that?" I didn't know what it was.
It also brings the one single on 45, a bunch of stickers, Harvester of Sorrow single, and one again on CD, which has like Bread Fan and the Prince and all that shit.
That's killer.
That's what's great
Yeah.
about doing this show is I'm seeing stuff that I didn't even know existed. This is awesome.
Yeah, dude, that thing I bought was limited. I think it even says limited edition on it, right? Yeah,
Yeah, it was a
limited box set. You know, even back then, you know. Okay. This one, Def Leppard. I mainly bought this for the rarities. It brings horrible hysteria, but the rest is awesome.
I got all three of those. I don't know what are they gonna put on the fourth one though, because there's nothing else. Everything's already on the box sets.
I got the first Dio box set. This has everything from Holy Diver,
I got the CD
Strange
version.
Highway.
Yep.
Then I got the next one that brings everything from Angry Machines to Master of the Moon, and it brings the Electro 7 single. I got this one not too long ago. Motorhead box set for one of my favorite albums, Another Perfect Day. It brings a really killer book, which there will be an unboxing on this channel very soon, next few days.
That's actually my favorite Motorhead album. Go ahead.
And this
Mine
is the
too.
thing. It's a book, Iron Fist. Brings live shows on it. It's really cool. Elvis Presley 76 comeback special. I mean, 76 he was dead.
that would definitely be a seventh to come back special.
Well, no, he died in 77. But
That's why it was so special.
Yeah. Zombie Elvis.
I just got
Just like Jesus Christ.
I got this the other day. Well, I bought this.
What is? Oh, Wasp.
Yeah, I bought that, but the guy that works for Wasp, they sent me this, so I made a video that was brought up today. And as you can see here, it says limited, and it says if anybody sells this, on the bottom says anybody sells this, email me. Guys, he'll sue, I guess.
Yeah.
I got both versions of the Tony Martin, the CD and the
Yep, I got that right here.
and the box.
Yep.
One less after show, thank God.
All right, this one's extremely expensive now, and it was not. It was. I got it on sale. This is the mono box.
Yeah.
Wow.
This goes for thousands of dollars now. You know, when I bought it, it was fairly new, and it was an FYE going out of business, and I got this for like 30% off.
Isn't that the one that Lemmy was looking for in that Lemmy documentary?
Yes.
He
yes.
goes into Amoeba and he was asking about the mono.
He wanted the mono. This one just came out. It's the American versions of the album, which I don't like the American versions, but I'm an idiot. I bought it anyway.
You know, I had a cool Beatles box set that fell apart on me. It was like kind of like one of those old like desk, like Rolodex kind of thing. It rolled open.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It was made out of wood, and it had every single studio album.
Yeah.
But the whole thing fell apart, and I just had to put the CDs in my regular collection. But I had the entire discography in one thing.
I have a box that's black. It's not mono. I guess the mono one was white on CD.
I get the stereo on this one here. I had that.
Yeah, that's it. But it's all the British versions of the album, not the American.
Yeah. That right? That one?
Yep, that's it. That's the
that's
one.
it.
That's the one.
All right. Here's a couple Jimi Hendrix box sets. The Jimi Hendrix story. This one's amazing.
I used to have that on cassette actually one time.
I
years ago.
have it. I have that. What's the other one?
This is Jimi Hendrix Stages, which is a show from Paris, Stockholm, San Diego, and Atlanta. But this box set, man, it fucking the outtakes, like Room Full of Mirrors, is like one of his fucking the outtake. Because I've heard other versions of new Room Full of Mirrors. Fuck that. I'll take the outtake version. All right, this is cool. This is a Motorhead, but it got scratched, so the chick looks like she has a mustache. This is called Meltdown, Motorhead Meltdown, which brings
I remember that.
a lot of demos, and it brings a live show with Robbo. And this is a really cool one. This is an ACDC box set of all the albums.
Australian album, right?
The Australian version.
Yeah.
You know,
that's worth a lot of money too.
Yeah, that's
The
worth a lot of money now.
That one, and there's a vinyl version that's worth a freaking mint.
The one with the schoolboy satchel, right, Tony?
Mhm.
That one. I was going to ask if any of you own that one with the school. What's crazy is I used to see that all the time, but it was never cheap, even back then. But I never picked it up. Now, of course, I regret it.
I mean, I've got the original albums, you know, the Aussie presses of High Voltage and TNT and Dirty Deeds.
Well, I still have Dirty Deeds, but the other ones got destroyed.
There's the Aerosmith box set where it's only the good Aerosmith albums when they were on drugs, and it also brings Joe Perry's "Let the Music Do the Talking."
I used to have one that had all those, and it was called Box of Fire.
Yeah.
Oh, and it had a rarities desk, right?
And it had a match with it. It had the one called Gems, and it was called Gems, which is you can still get.
Y'all got this, right? Operation Live Crime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. That's a good one.
This one's bullshit.
I've got that one.
I've got it.
I got that, but I'm trying to sell it.
Ralph, there's nothing on it. There's one unreleased track. Yeah.
It's 2 CDs in a box set. What kind of
Yeah, so stupid.
It's got about 3 unreleased songs. It's got Old Carol from Volunteer Jam on it, which is kind of cool. But there was a volunteer. There's a Volunteer Jam recording of Ted Nugent, Molly Hatchet doing Mississippi Queen. They didn't put that on there. I wish they had. That would have been cool. I remember having that on album.
Or they could have put Ted Nugent jamming with Aerosmith on Milk Cow Blues. That would have been cool.
Yep.
But no. We have to hear
one.
fucking Chuck Berry. I like Chuck Berry. I even got a box set of Chuck Berry, but
what did he trip over his box sets? Where'd he go? Oh, there he is.
Look, this because I know the people from E1. Well, one guy from E1. He hooked me up with the Ace Frehley box set, and this one is interesting. It's a box set, but how do you open this shit? Right here, right? It's a box set of cassettes.
Oh man, cool!
Wow.
Yeah.
Now they didn't do like the Motley Crue one that came out and put the magnet that holds the latch down by the cassette and erased the first cassette, did they?
No.
Is that a magnet? Is it a magnet holding it?
No, it's Velcro.
Yeah, the Motley Crue cassette box set, they put a magnet to hold. He said, some millennials designed this because the first cassette in there, Too Fast for Love, is erased because the magnet was sitting up against it and shit.
Really? They should have erased girls, girls, girls. That would have been better.
Exactly. They should have put that up front. Yeah.
Yeah. Sons of
I got a few more. I got a few more, but I'll let Wayne go for now.
All right.
Yeah, Wayne.
Wayne's going to show us all his Halloween box sets.
I am. You ready? I got a bunch of them actually. Black Sabbath box set. This is the complete original 1970 to 78 albums. This is probably like the second or third box that I owned. And this is the first thing I've ever owned of Black Sabbath. I said, if I want to listen to Black Sabbath, I'm just going to get this box set because they're all in here.
There you go. Yeah. See, I got it as well, Wayne.
Yeah. See, I'm pretty cool, right? I'm a cool.
I had a little square box when they had the Ozzy albums, and they were all in like replica album sleeves. I had that once. But
I have one called
I have
Tomorrow.
Was it this one?
That's the one.
That's it.
No. Mine was a solid black with the cross with the Henry on the front. Yeah.
But the reason I bought that, Ralph, is because it had Evil Woman, which I couldn't find anywhere else. Right. That's why I bought that. I still have that box in the store.
The Castle remaster of Black Sabbath has Evil Woman and Wicked Ways.
Who was the original band? It wasn't. I keep saying Stone the Crow, but I know that's wrong because
Crow. They were called Crow. The band was just called Crow.
Just Crow.
Okay. Yeah.
What I got here, the Lennon box set. This I found on eBay. It's got this ugly stain on here. I don't know what the hell that was about, but I bought it anyway.
Yoko.
Yeah, probably. But really cool box set. It's got all his albums in here.
I'm not a fan of John Lennon. He's my favorite Beatle, but I didn't like his solo shit.
Yeah,
it's not the best. There's a book in
here.
here.
I can make
postcards.
One great John Lennon album out of all his solo albums.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11. There's like 11 albums in here, so it's got everything in here. It's a big oversized box set for what the hell's in here, though. They could have shrunk this down a lot.
Well, yeah, but I've got a John Lennon. I think it's just demos. It's not hard to get. It's not expensive. It's drawing on it with the blue clouds on it. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
This one, Manny?
Yeah, that
Yes,
one.
that's the one. That's the one.
Yeah.
That's very cool. Hey, what else? Go
The
ahead.
band, another coffin-shaped box set. The band Sentenced. This is
Cool.
all their albums are in here. All got is the booklet in here. It has all the lyrics and stuff.
I like
But
that.
every single album they put out is on here. Even the like rare demos and singles and stuff like
Wow,
that.
that's
Everything's
a
on
lot
here.
of freaking albums, dude.
Yeah,
I wonder
Yeah,
what-
I
everything.
love
Every album.
I love North from Here and the Mock and yeah, those are
how long were those
really good
cats
stuff.
around? How long were they around?
They're from the 80s.
Probably
I
about
believe, right?
15 years or maybe.
Wow, they're pretty
I don't know if it
prolific.
says the
Man.
date.
Wow.
But yeah, they've had a lot of stuff out. There's even stuff like I own most of the albums, but then when this came out, it's like I'm buying this, and this goes for a lot of money now too because this is out of print. Glad I got that. I got the Metallica Death Magnetic box set. Came with a T-shirt. I wore the T-shirt. I still have it. I think.
That's coffin shape as well, isn't it?
Yeah, another
Yeah.
coffin shaped box set. Yeah. Got a
That is
Necrophagia should have copyrighted the
Yeah, they should
coffin
have.
box set.
They
You know, they
should
should have fucking.
that Death Magnetic sucks.
I don't mind it. There's a flag. The T-shirts in here. Oh, there's another T-shirt. I guess I got a different one.
You know what? You know what I like about Death Magnetic? I like
What?
the mix better on Guitar Hero than I do
Yeah.
the fucking
Yeah.
album.
Picks. There's a poster in here. What else is in this box set? I haven't looked at this shit in years. What is this?
You don't even know what's in.
No, I don't. I forgot. A demo magnetic. It's all the songs, but they're all like different names and stuff. So that's kind of cool. What the hell is this? Making.
Look, there's $100 you lost. It's in there.
Holy shit! Why is there's a dead body in here? That shouldn't be.
That's probably worth
There's a
money.
CD in there called Metallica Generic. There's a Metallica Genericus in it.
Yeah.
How am I gonna put that back together?
That's probably worth money now. Because like
I don't think so.
I don't know. Like Tony said, man, those Metallica fans is
Yeah, especially the
behind.
rare stuff, like what Ralph showed earlier. That's really
Yeah.
odd.
You said Halloween, so I'll take this out. It's not really a box set. It's like a promo thing, but this is a hat for Rabbit Don't Come Easy. The T-shirt
Wow.
here. Yep.
That's cool, actually, dude.
Yep. The T-shirt and look, a rabbit. There's a rabbit in here.
Wow, that is weird.
A little squishy pumpkin. The album and a pack of seeds, pumpkin
So it
seeds.
is like a box set.
Yeah,
This
It
is a
is like a
magic
box
hat.
set.
Oh,
and
It's
a
fucking unique.
a yo-yo, a yo-yo.
That's killer,
Wow,
man.
yo-yo.
dude. Seeds, that fucking rules, dude.
Yeah, no, it's a pretty. I always wanted this thing. It's pretty cool. It don't fit my head though. It's weird.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah.
Very,
It is
very
weird.
hard plastic.
You're not
I do
supposed to
have-
wear it.
I do have a big head. Another Halloween box set, The Dark Ride. Another really cool one. This has got a mouse pad. Remember mouse pads? Everybody wanted mouse pads back in the day. And the album and then some pictures and stickers and all shit. Whatever. It's cool. Another Halloween box set. This has what the hell does this have? I don't even remember. Oh, this has got most of the albums.
Oh wow, cool.
Oh, that's cool, dude.
Has it got the EPs in there as well?
Let's find out. Walls of Jericho. This is pretty cool. The best
Yeah.
of best of rare.
Best of rare. I love that
Oh,
album.
that
I used
is
to have.
really cool,
I used to
dude.
keep that in my car because that's got all the good stuff on it.
The only thing though, this is a different version from that one that you have. They totally like they added stuff to this.
Okay.
And then they
cool.
took stuff away, but then they put the radio edit of the Halloween song on there, so it kind of sucks.
That's all right.
Halloween and no, the EP is here it is. It's here.
Yeah.
EP is
Yeah,
there.
man. The first EP.
Oh, that's cool,
Judas.
And Judas is there,
Cool.
and a slip mat, and a patch, and a book or no.
You could also hang that up at Halloween time in your window.
I could.
Yeah.
I
Is there any
could do that.
pumpkin? They give you any pumpkin seed in there?
No pumpkins, no pumpkin seeds, and no rabbits. Not in this box. There's a lot of stuff in there. I forgot about this box set. To be honest.
Yeah, that's
That is
nice.
cool, though. That's really
It is cool.
It's not like I need it either because I have all that on vinyl already. But it's cool.
Yeah,
But-
but not in a box.
but
though.
Wayne,
You
Not
don't
in the
have it
box. I don't have the
though.
box.
But Wayne, do any of us need all the stuff we have? We just enjoy it. So,
No, that's
right.
all. That's it. Thin Lizzy,
So-
Vagabonds, Kings, Warriors, and Angels. This is more like a book, and then it
That's
has
it.
all.
See,
Check
mine
my-
doesn't
check-
look like that, Wayne. Mine is like a small.
Oh yeah, like Tony's. Yeah.
Where's
This is
Tony?
a narrow. Mine's like a long box.
Yeah, that's
CD.
the one
Yeah,
I've
mine's like
got,
a huge,
Tony.
huge book.
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
then
and it
just put the
opens
CDs
up like
in.
that. Yeah.
It's
Mhm.
pretty cool. There's a lot of good songs on here. There's a lot of stuff that's not Thin Lizzy.
How many
but
CD? How many CDs is in yours?
Yeah,
Four.
mine's got 4.
Mine's 4.
What do you
Oh,
got?
okay. Yours is. It looked like 6 because you got a fold
because
over
there's
there.
a fold over thing.
Oh,
looks like.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Photo.
So that's pretty cool. It's got stuff
Need to
on
get
here
that.
from before Thin Lizzy and stuff. So or after Thin Lizzy, I think. Some cool
Oh,
stuff.
that's solo 18 or whatever that name. That's 19. That was the name of the song.
Yeah, 19. Yeah, it's a good song.
Uh,
Paul Hardcastle song.
The Kiss box set. I got it signed. Well, I didn't get it. I bought it signed by Gene and Paul. I just got this like maybe 2 years ago, I think. I
I didn't bring that in here. That's in my other room. I've got the one in the guitar case that comes in the little miniature guitar
Oh,
case.
okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one I've got is the one that Wayne's got, but mine's smashed to hell, but I kept it anyway.
Another what's that? Yeah, you got that one too. Yeah. Another Halloween box set. This is the last album. This
Awesome.
thing is humongous. But the reason why it's so big.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Yeah, I know.
Well, that's what all my ladies.
It
But anyway, continue.
I'm not even crazy about this album, to be honest.
comes with a pumpkin.
It comes with another life-size pumpkin. But no, all the CDs are in here. And there's a booklet and all this crap with that.
Yeah, they love that. They love that. They stick a CD in some
They do.
cardboard now. Yeah.
This thing in here, but the coolest thing, hold on. I want to hang this up, but I'm afraid to get it broken.
That is it.
Hold on.
Oh, come on, man. I'm
A
getting
clock.
old.
A clock.
Ah,
Oh.
nice.
It is nice.
Yeah, it is nice, but I don't want to hang it. I don't want to get it broken.
So
Well,
does
not only
that, does
that,
that,
you don't know how to
does
read
it-
a clock
does-
if it's not digital, so I get it.
hey, does it only give you a little time?
Wait, hold on. What else is in here? A little pendant, like a necklace type thing.
Yeah, that clock has to get hung up or
It
something.
does, it
You
really
can't leave
does.
that in the box.
I don't know what the hell that is. It's a pin. or
Sorry,
something.
we have been avoiding the chat tonight. I just noticed we got a bunch of people commenting.
Yeah, there's
Go
a lot of
ahead.
people-
What are they saying, man? Well, he's
and a poster. A lot of stuff in this box set. Not my favorite album though.
James
Is that
Delisle
the
loves you, Death
Reunited?
Magnetic.
This is the last album, Halloween.
just the self-titled. Okay. All right.
Oh, now I got the pin
Killer.
cord here. Oh, this is gonna get broken now.
What?
I'm gonna break the clock.
Just
Did
put it
you?
on the floor.
No.
Put it away later, dude.
Yeah, just yeah. Don't rush it. Just put it.
Yeah, don't fucking.
Why the fuck did you open it? You're not supposed to open it.
Yeah, dude, what the hell?
Look,
are you
this-
Yeah,
doing?
Look, destruction.
Destruction
They're
box
not
set.
meant to be opened.
Yeah, I'm surprised it
Is
isn't-
that-
Oh, that's nice. Destruction. Wow.
Yeah,
I didn't
man.
even know they had a box set.
That's like all the albums, right?
This is all the albums on picture disc. Tales of Morbid
Wow.
Brains.
Oh shit. That's awesome.
Wow,
I-
that
I
is
bought-
killer.
Look, the
bought-
butcher. That's
Yeah.
live without sense.
The pack.
Ralph, can you tell me that picture discs no longer sound like shit though? Because those
Live
complain
Yeah,
about.
they sound
Yeah,
great.
the
They sound
new
good.
ones sound good. Yeah,
the poster.
the old ones sound like crap.
Yeah, because those old ones I used to have, I hated. I mean, I liked looking at. They were cool to look at, but to play,
Pretty cool poster.
Yeah, man.
yeah, they weren't
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh,
They weren't
yeah.
exactly
Yeah.
pinups, though, were they?
Census of Death
Yeah.
photo
Yeah,
shoot.
man. Good stuff, man.
Yeah.
I didn't even open this. I never even opened it. It's got all the albums. It's all picture discs, so I don't have to
Yes.
really
Killer.
picture disc. So they're all there. They're all there.
Yeah, killer. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
That is really cool.
I had two of those. Those I think was worth $300, I think, and I ended up buying two.
Wow.
But I sold.
What?
What else do I got?
Nobody's pulled out their Wayne Newton box set yet.
Oh, that's next.
Oh,
The
I
ACDC box. I think I see Ralph has this on top of the shelf there.
Yeah,
oh,
Matter of
is
fact-
that the one with the working amp?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yep.
Al Horter just mentioned that a while ago in the chat. Yeah. And did you? Speaking of that, did any of you guys get this thing, the stiff upper lip thing that plays the song?
Yeah, I got that back there too. Yep.
Oh, I did it.
Yeah, they were.
I
They
didn't
were practically
want that.
giving. They were practically giving them away at Walmart.
Yeah,
I
that thing's
bought a
annoying.
dual case version of Walmart of that, but not that.
I just grabbed it too. Damn it.
I think it's cool. I think it's really cool.
I'm sure you guys
It
hate
is
this
cool.
band. This band,
What is-
him.
Him.
I like him. They're cool.
I love these
like
guys.
that one album, the one what was it called? Razor Blade Romance.
Yeah, Razor Blade.
That's the only one I got. Yeah, I saw him. I went and saw him on that tour.
Dude, do you
I
remember
like
their
her. I
version
don't
of,
like him.
Wicked Games? That was pretty
You like
cool.
her? Yeah.
These are all. This is like the before the first album. This is like a demo album.
Wasn't there a controversy one time where there was another band called Him and they went out as Her for a while?
Yeah, I think so. And actually, I think
And then they
him-
became they them. Then they went to they them, and then they were all right.
Yeah, they them now.
Well,
Oh, no,
you
that-
got to have those pronouns
It's
right.
they.
Gentlemen. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
this is really actually this is another box set that's sold out and goes for a lot of money. And this is autographed by the
man.
whole band. And then there's a
That's the gayest
Tony-
pentagram of all time.
But Tony Iommi's daughter is married to the guitar player in that band.
oh really?
Really?
I didn't know that.
I think
Oh.
it was him. I think it was him or her. But,
And there's little tiny thing here is a USB card. And
okay, cool.
Stick in your computer and it has all the songs on here.
Actually, Ralph, it's called a heartogram.
Autogram, yes.
Yeah, fucking gay, Graham.
Watch your mouth.
He means it's happy. It's happy.
Yeah, he means they're happy bastards. Huh?
God. What else do I got? Another one you're gonna hate.
Which
Pearl-
is
Pearl Jam 10, but this is an awesome box set because it has the unplugged record in here.
I think Pearl Jam's awesome, but
I like the 10 album. It's okay. I like that song where he goes war, war, war.
that's all of them. That's all of
Pretty
them.
much all of them.
I think
Every
he's eating a
single
sandwich.
song.
I think he was eating a sandwich at that time.
This is a funny box set. Iron Savior, Skycrest album.
I don't
Oh, yeah.
even know who fuckers are. Who are they?
Old Pete Schlick, whatever his name
Yeah,
was.
he used to be in Halloween actually. Comes with a T-shirt. Comes with the CD and a certified certificate thing, a pin, and an autograph thing. And the funniest thing, I've never seen this in a box set before: a toothbrush.
Oh,
Wow.
what the fuck? How you gonna do that?
So you got an iron.
It's a message, you know.
So it's a molar. It's not Iron Savior. It's Molar Savior.
I don't know. I asked him why toothbrush. He goes, I don't know. It's what the band. That's what the record label wanted.
I don't think the record label gave a fuck about your dental life.
Probably not.
All I can
but-
see is a blur.
Blur. Yeah. Can you see this? Should I focus?
No,
All
it's
right,
it's a
see,
blur.
now you've got, I like everything, but Blur.
I love this. Come on. They're like next to the Beatles. They're just as good.
Obviously,
That would be Oasis.
you're high.
No, but this has all the albums in it. If you're a Blur fan, go get this because it has all the albums and has tons of bonus tracks.
James
what else?
Delisle is disappointed that nobody's busted out the For Unlawful Carnal Knowledge box set yet.
Oh, that's coming.
Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen.
Is there such a thing?
There is.
Yeah,
actually,
probably is.
Ralph. I'm
Yeah.
surprised one of your fans hasn't got it for you.
It's got a whole CD of Sammy just talking about himself.
All the bands he almost joined, Ralph. Aerosmith, The
Pantera.
Doors, the Jimi
Pantera.
Hendrix Experience,
The band.
Pantera. You know.
The band Sirius Black is a box set for the album called Magic. Really
That's
cool
serious.
stuff in here. It is very
Who the
serious.
fuck is Sirius Black?
Magic card. That's the guy from that movie, Harry Potter. But it's a band. It's they're cool. You've heard
I
of
believe you. I don't know anything about them. So,
actually the vocalist was on our show, so you should know that man. had
well,
him
I
on the-
probably didn't come on because I'm not good at interviewing people.
But comes with some cards. Comes with like
serious?
acoustic versions of some songs. Comes with the album, and to go with the theme
Wow.
of tonight's show with the
Ouija
Ouija board thing. Comes with that, and some other stuff. I think there's a Ouija board. In here
Send,
too.
send
Let's
that to
do
Ralph.
it.
Send
Let's
that,
do it.
Send that to Ralph. He needs it.
Yeah,
I'm not giving my Venom.
Let's
one.
summon the demons.
I have another. I think Hell has a thing in their album.
Hell, the band
Hell.
Hell.
The band Hell, yeah.
Isn't
Yeah, I
that
like
producer's band?
Andy Sneap.
And they sneak.
Thank you. Yeah, I didn't know that until I didn't even. I heard they were a new wave of British heavy metal band.
Yeah, they just
Yeah,
never
from back in the
put
80s.
an album
Well,
out. They
yeah.
put an out. Their first album has a bonus disc of the actual album that was recorded back in like 1980 something. That's really cool.
No, I gotta check it out. Then is it worth?
So-
I actually like his production, so I thought I'd check it out. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah.
I have all the Ghost
The
box
band
sets.
Sabbath that
Yeah.
he's in is fucking amazing.
What's the
Yeah.
name of his band?
This
Sabbath.
thrash band Sabbath in the 80s, late 80s. You're talking about Andy Sneap. He's
Yeah.
those two albums are, man, they're legendary. History of a Time to Come by Sabbath. It's Sabbath, not Sabbath.
That's what
Without
the
the
vocalist
H at the
from
end. And then-
Skyclad, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
All right,
there's a Japanese band. There's a Japanese band called Sabbath too, and they're
Right.
more brutal version. But
I'll check them out. No, I didn't know about that.
The last Ghost album
they're
is on
incredible.
box set. This came with the Impera, and then it came with the EP that they released. And this comes with a bunch of like postcards. I'm not even gonna open this up because it's just running late here. But there's a bunch of postcards and pictures and shit in here. Actually, I just opened this tonight. I never opened it.
Wow.
But I'm still not gonna see what's in it because I don't want to sit here and go through it.
Cool.
Cool. Don't fall.
That's it. There's so much. I got so much stuff. That's
We all do, man. But I think that's cool.
Hey Ralph, did you get this? Did you get the Van Halen singles?
Oh no! I had one more. What did I do with it?
Oh, I did not. I know about that though.
It's a Japanese. It's all the Japanese singles that they released, replicas
Wow.
of, and this is only the David Lee Roth era. You know.
Well, according to
so-
Ralph, that's the only era that exists, Tony.
No. According to science.
Science, yeah, but you get, but they're all 7-inch singles.
I forgot about this. This is a box set of all the latest reissues of Merciful Fate and King Diamond. This is a
Wow.
Brazil release. So
Wow.
all those albums are in this box.
Damn.
Are they digipacks or
Cool,
jewel cases?
Yeah, the digipacks.
Wow, that's a
Yeah.
Wow, that
treasure,
is
man.
cool, dude. I've never seen that.
Yeah, Brazil. It's
Wayne-
only
Wayne
available
did-
in Brazil.
Wayne, did you ever have the Gamma Ray box that had all the CDs and the digipack versions, and it's in a
yes.
box?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
all the way over there in the corner.
Yeah, I used to have that years ago as well.
I got this. I forgot I got CDs too. This Iced Earth box set that's got all the albums. This is like kind of similar to the one you showed before, Tony.
Trying
Let's
to
get
get
all the
Rick to
albums
come
in
be
here.
on camera, but he won't. He's running away. He's like, I don't want nothing to do with you. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Blitzkrieg Inferno box set. This has like some of those ones you were showing earlier, Ralph. With, all like different albums and stuff.
I need
Well,
to get
gentlemen,
that.
I'm gonna buy
Yeah,
out.
that's
We've been on here for a bit.
We've been on here for a long time,
Yeah.
but this one's pretty cool. It comes with a mirror, and you can look at yourself, and it comes with
Nice.
lipstick.
Oh well, that's good because I need to look at
Who is?
myself.
Oh, wow, that's cool, man. I have
Oh,
not
that's
seen
Twisted
what.
Sister, right?
What's the
Yes.
album?
It's called Rock and Roll Saviors, the early years.
It's
Oh,
it's
wow.
a bunch of radio broadcasts.
Yeah.
I
Tony.
need that. I need
It's
that.
not.
Yeah.
You know where I bought it, Tony? I bought it on Amazon for like
Yeah,
20
it's cheap.
bucks.
It's not expensive at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I'll-
pretty cool box set. It comes with one.
Making a note of that.
What
Well
is
done.
it? What is it, Wayne?
It's
Rock and Roll Saviors.
Saviors, Twisted Sister.
Yeah. Tony, there's songs on there. I think that some of those songs have been put out on the
Days.
Club Days albums, you know? Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's radio broadcasts from New York, basically. They're like I believe that's one of those legit but not legit bootlegs that they've been coming out with lately. But
Yeah, I'm sure
I just bought a-
JJ's legitimately put it out.
I just bought it for the
yeah, I'm
lipstick.
sure he is.
I
But
just
You
bought
bought
it
it
for
for
the
the
lip-
lipstick.
Yeah, yeah.
Lip-
I
yeah,
needed
it comes
the
with
shade.
lipstick.
It's my color.
That's cool.
Hey, since you're talking about makeup, I remember these Abbott box sets, the band Abbott from Immortal, the singer from Immortal, but this one really cool. It's it comes with like a patch, but you can use this as like your template, and then it comes with like the little makeup pad, and it comes
That's
with
kind
the
of
makeup.
cool. I have to admit that's cool.
So it's
Yeah.
kind of like the Kiss Your Face makeup kit from the 70s, but
Yeah,
it's the
except for
Abath
you
your,
could go,
except it's the Abath your face.
yeah, and you can go out and burn down it. You go out and
Yeah.
burn down a couple churches
You
afterwards.
can take a
And then
bath.
there's this one, other one has like a had like a badge and patch and wristband, and I think these both
Wow.
all had like they had like flags that came with them too. Like you could had a flag that came out. I took them out, but
Nice.
oh yeah, and I had one other one. It's this Ozzy Osbourne years, the Black Sabbath. It's like
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that was a real popular one back in the day.
Real cool.
yeah, yeah.
And this is the weirdest box set ever. This is actually an album. This is from the band Lordy. I don't know, guys know who Lordy is.
Yeah.
Right?
Lordy,
Like European Guar,
band.
basically. Yeah.
Lordy,
Yeah, I seen them live back in the day on one of the Ozfest.
But there's 7 albums in this box set, but none of these have been released. These are all like released. Every album sounds different. This is like meant to be like 7 different albums. They all have different sounds, all different whatever. And it's just the strangest things. Like these, it's just one album, like kind of really in this.
There's a documentary on Tubi about that guy, about the main guy, by him trying to make a living. Their heyday is come and gone, So.
Yeah. I think so too.
Make a living copying Gore, except for without the blood.
They're not as good. Not
the PG version of Gore.
Pretty much.
Yeah, and it's more melodic, and
it is the guy worships Kiss, so he's just.
Yep, totally.
Well,
you'll see that in the documentary.
If he worshipped Alice, his career would have been successful. Let that be a lesson to you, Wayne.
Yeah, I know. But I thought that was. I mean, it's a cool idea to have like one album come out in like 7 different types of albums.
It is very original.
It is very original, and if you wonder why he's starving, there's part of the reason.
That's probably why. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. He spent all his money doing that.
Yeah. Anyway. Now I got a fucking mess to clean up. Jesus Christ.
I've been putting stuff back together as we're talking here.
Well, gentlemen, I'm bowing now. We've been on for a while. Ralph,
Manny,
long time.
having me
great
on.
to see you, man.
Ralph's
got 40 more pieces he's gonna show us.
Dude, we all have like tons of these. We'd be here all night.
We're not done yet. Everybody's
I keep thinking of ones as we're going, and like I ran and grabbed the Abbott and stuff like that. I just keep getting reminded of other crap that's around.
There's just so
much.
So
well,
much.
Gentlemen, you've been great as always. And next week, see you then.
All right, guys.
Later, Manny.
Later, Manny.
Later.
Has anybody had the Sammy Kerr Songs in the Key of Death box set? It's actually got the acetate in it.
No.
That you play backwards and bring Sammy Kerr back from it. That
was out of print when I couldn't get that one. Fortunately. What else you got, Ralph? Are we done?
You got anything, Ralphus?
Yeah, I grabbed a few other things as we were going, but
Sure.
KLM asked, did anybody got any Children of Bodom in the house? I used to have that box set. That was it called Tokyo War Hearts or something? That had postcards of each band member and live CD. But I think I traded it to someone for something that was a big COB fan for sure.
I got what else? I got Alice in Chains. I got the Blue Oyster Cult. I got the Def Leppard, Gamma Ray. I got 3 Genesis box sets with all the albums in it.
You guys
I got the Fleetwood Mac box. That's cool.
No.
The Seasons in the metal box. Yeah, that's very nice.
This is the live album.
Live album. Yeah, that's what it was.
And
Live.
it brings tracks that didn't come on the live album, like Skeletons of Society. And I can't remember. I think it's Dawn They Sleep, maybe.
Hey, Ralph, Montana Hale says there should be a 10th anniversary box set of Thrasher Dies Melt in Your Skull.
Yeah. Hey, I got some fucking rare. I got shit nobody heard. We did a Ramones cover of what's KKK Took My Baby Away. We did Speed Freak from Halloween Eve. We did quite a few covers that never.
That would be cool, man. You should put that out.
Yeah, I'd love to have that come out on fucking vinyl. That would be righteous. Because that's not on vinyl. The second one, by the way, I am selling the second album. If you're interested, my eBay. I mean, not my eBay. My fucking
Discogs.
My PayPal. I will sell this to you for $30, including postage. But if you send me $30 on PayPal, please send it as a friend. Don't send it so PayPal can take a chunk.
Yeah,
But many
PayPal Nazis.
I've not,
Yep.
but I've quite a few, so maybe 10.
And he'll autograph it. He'll autograph it for nothing.
Oh, I will autograph it for nothing, but you gotta tell me to autograph it, or I won't. And plus, the last time I sold shit, there were 2 people that sent me money on PayPal going, "Hey man, can you autograph it? Thanks." And they didn't put their address. And I'm like, what the fuck? But luckily they both got back to me with their address. But yeah, if you want
Did you sell out?
let me know.
Did you sell out of the Merciful Fate tribute?
Yeah, I sold them all. So if you want to sign, I'll do it, and I will not charge an extra penny. I'll sign it for free.
What a mess. Hoping to break this clock.
Here's a cool little one here. I have to show this for James Delisle. It's a little Pantera thing. It's called Driven Down Under. It was an Australian collector's package that came out for Far Beyond Driven album. It's got a booklet in it. It's got Far Beyond Driven with the uncensored cover. It's got a Live and Hostile EP, which is the Foundation Forum recording from Cowboys period, and the remix of Walk. It's got fucking Hostile and Walk, and they're like, remix. They sound like Ministry remixes or something. Kind of cool. I just thought about that. Had that for quite a while.
What's up, James? Thanks for watching, buddy.
Yeah, there's been a lot of people. Right now, there's 87 people watching us put away our records and box sets. But it was fun. I wish I could have done everything.
This is a band from I think they're from Australia, called the Black Angels. Maybe I think they're from Australia. Maybe it's Switzerland. Maybe it's Switzerland they were from. Can't remember. But it's got all their albums. It's just traditional heavy metal. Pretty cool. From 81 to 2009. Pretty cool little pack. Yep. Reason I think they're maybe from Switzerland. I think I remember in the Hellhammer Celtic Frost book, Tom was wearing a shirt by these guys in one of the pictures. So, yeah, really sure.
Right on. Keep showing, guys.
I'm trying to put all this shit away now. It's a fucking mess in my room here.
Come on, Ralphus, you got some more stuff, don't you?
Well, no, not that I pulled out. So
okay, all right. Well,
you got the complete Cheap Trick Budokan set that it's got the DVD and the complete show. Yeah, it's a great one.
It brings 3 shows, all from Japan. Only one of the CDs from Budokan.
I remember having that Budokan show, which was the television special. I had it on bootleg video, and it had all the commercials in it from when they aired it on television. It had commercials for Greco guitars and stuff like that. It was pretty cool.
All right. Well, you got anything, Tony? I mean, or should I start showing more of mine?
Yeah, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna finish it. All right.
Good. Yeah, go for it.
Okay, this is a cool one. This is a singles collection for Megadeth, and this is way back in. I mean, this only goes up to No More Mr. Nice Guy. It's an 80s box set, and it brings. Let me show you. It brings Holy War. Oh yeah, it is Rust in Peace. No More Mr. Nice Guy. Oh no, it's Sweating Bullets, so I guess it's even later. No, Symphony of Destruction. Wake Up Dead single. What's this? Oh, this I just threw in there. Skin of My Teeth. It brings a cool booklet. And this, which I never took out of the plastic. Like a stencil with a pen. And it says Megadeth.
Nice. Cool.
All right. I got this other Megadeth. This is Dystopia. It just brings a CD and it brings virtual reality goggles.
Ah, yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
every ABBA album. I'm a big ABBA fan. Pandora's Box, Aerosmith. This one's rare. Howard Stern, Crucified by the FCC. This is back when Howard Stern was cool.
Yeah, he's
Exactly.
dickhead, man.
Back when he was cool.
Oh, yeah, I
Innovator.
remember that.
This has every Police song, Message in a Box. And I got this from an ex-girlfriend. She just gave it to me. She wasn't nice to me, but at least she gave me this. I wouldn't buy this otherwise, but these are the 2 Motley Crue box sets. What is it called again? Music
Ironic.
To,
Yeah.
it's music to crash your car to.
Yeah.
And the people
Vince.
I Know I Rocks were pissed off about that title.
Oh, hell yeah. I guess they were.
Yep. All right, Sacred Reich. I love early Sacred Reich. They kind of lost me. After
Yeah, I've got that set too. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got that one.
ACDC and bonus material. Like,
There was a Flotsam and Jetsam set like that as well.
yeah, I got that. I got that as well.
I love their early stuff, and then I lost interest in them pretty early on.
Yeah,
I
me too.
love the first couple things they did.
King Diamond box set. This brings a Blu-ray of the show. And there was only 3,000 made, and I have 225.
Is that the same thing that they did like a regular box set of?
Yeah.
Where, I mean, it was just like the DVD,
It's
but that's a special like edition version
yeah,
of it.
and a CD, and I think it brings like a flyer or some shit. Oh yeah, it brings a ticket.
Wow, that's cool. I have the regular version of it.
It has
There's a store I go to in Pennsylvania that has that box set. I keep looking at it every time I go there. One day I'll probably get it.
it brings this as well, like a poster of the flyer of the show.
Wow, that's really nice.
And the Blu-ray, then it has this. I don't know why I have this double. I guess I bought the CD and put it in the box, but this is the same shit. And the Blu-ray and an after show pass. All right. All right, just a few more things and I'm done. Same girl that gave me that Motley Crue gave me this Led Zeppelin box set, which is all their albums are on this box set. This one's really cool. Plug Me In, ACDC.
Yeah, I've got that one back there as well. You got backtracks?
Yeah, well, yeah, right up there.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
the big
back.
box set. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I've got the other one that's just in the normal box. Yeah.
Leonard
I've
Skinner.
got that one. Yeah.
This one's really good. This one sucks.
Yeah.
The
yeah.
Darkness, Ozzy.
Yeah.
It is a cool box set. A lot of rarities on Sex
Mhm.
America, Cheap Trick, and the last 2. Well, this ain't really a box set. This is the 30th anniversary of British Steel, which brings a concert I was at in Hollywood, Florida.
Cool.
And this is awesome. This brings a DVD, which is Neil Sean, Greg Raleigh doing all the classic.
That's Journey Through Time.
Yeah, Journey Through Time, which is a lot of the pre-Steve Perry stuff and Steve Perry stuff's on here.
Yeah, I've been wanting to get that. Dean Castronova does a lot of vocals.
Yeah.
He sounds like he does all the Perry stuff. He sounds just like him. Yeah. Yeah, I love that early stuff too, man. The psychedelic stuff from those first 3 records.
That's it. That's all my stuff that I can get now. Like somebody just mentioned, what was it? The box set. I was like, oh yeah, I got that fucking Flotsam.
Yeah.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, Metal Blade did a few of those. It was like I said, the Flotsam and the Sacred Reich and the Hallows Eve. Yeah.
Yeah,
all pretty cool stuff, man.
Here's the Flotsam.
Oh yeah.
Yep,
And
they
my
got that.
girlfriend won this in a raffle, and she doesn't like fog hats, so she gave me this. It's
That's cool.
Fog hat album.
Yeah.
The complete Bearsville album collection from the first album all the way up to whatever 13, whatever. But that's it. That's all my stuff.
Nice.
I know there's
Nice.
more stuff that I haven't even unpacked yet.
I grabbed a couple just because you prompted me to grab a couple more, but this is a Inquisition box set. Comes in the box. It came with a big flag. It comes with a patch and the CD. And then I grabbed Venom, a triple dose. It's like Calm Before the Storm and then a double live album. And this one's pretty cool. It's Uriah Heep. He was the wizard. It's 6 CDs. It opens up and it's like
Was it live stuff?
it's like
Is it-
it's all live stuff from
Nice.
that era.
From the David Byron era. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Very nice.
And I got one last one is Tenacious D, The Pick of
Oh,
Destiny.
yeah, I got that one too.
It-
Yeah,
It's got like a hologram in there. And
it's got the
you
big
know,
pick in there.
It's got some tarot cards, but this is the main thing is like
Yeah.
I don't play guitar, but when I grab this pick, I can shred like fucking John
Yeah.
Sykes with this thing.
Yeah, man.
You know, I bought that pick separately. It came in a little carton. They were selling that. I bought it.
Yeah. Killer.
You seen them live? You seen them live,
No.
Ralph?
Alive?
Did you see the band Tenacious D live? Or
I saw him. Yes, I saw him one time on the Rise of Phoenix tour.
Yeah, I seen them
Yeah.
on their last full length. It was the first night of their tour, Brooklyn, where Merciful Fate's been playing and King Diamond's playing that big King's Theater. But
They are hilarious.
Not anymore.
yeah, they were.
Poor Kyle got fucked over by Jack Black.
He threw his ass under the fucking bus.
Big time.
Ralph, John Doe put in the things. Thanks for sharing your stuff, guys. Ralphus and Dio, it'd be cool to hear more about working at Sanctuary in Caroline. Smack 'em a god. Yeah, man. I mean, you know, some cool. You get to get cool stuff. That's for sure.
Yeah.
You know, when I was at Sanctuary, I was there when they closed the Raleigh offices, and there was just so much stuff that was just I found when we were packing up stuff. You know, all kinds of imports and really cool. And nobody wanted it.
Well,
Yeah.
what was cool when I was working at Caroline Records, it was like 95, 96, and albums, no one gave a shit about vinyl. And we'd have all this vinyl, and I was like the guy that was like checking the orders right before they went out. So I see record stores getting like 100 CDs, all different, 5 of this, whatever. And then they'd have like 2 vinyls because there was somebody in that town that would specifically say they wanted the vinyls. But most of
Mhm.
our vinyl went overseas. It was all getting shipped out overseas. So it was like cool to see like how little people cared about vinyl in America because record stores like our record store Rock Fantasy there, they weren't getting vinyl at all at that time. So I got a few things in my collection that are kind of worth a lot of money now just because they were coming out at that time and I was grabbing it because I can get it wholesale. And it was like I just didn't see vinyl in the stores. So I was like, oh cool, this on vinyl, you know, and I would grab it. And now that shit's worth some bucks, you know.
Yeah, man. It's same with me. It was the early 2000s. We had very little vinyl. We had some vinyl, but it was very little. And I mean, I think maybe for metal, the only thing I remember was Megadeth, A World Needs a Hero, and the Halford record, the first Halford, which I've got the Halford record. I don't have the Megadeth album. But then the rest of it was stuff like Morrissey and Widespread Panic and stuff like that I just didn't care about. But it wasn't a lot of vinyl at all. Yeah, but it was right before the
Yeah, it was
explosion, before it all took off again. So yeah.
Yeah, mine was years before anybody cared. I remember going to Rock Fantasy, and he would have vinyl underneath the pinball machines because no one would even like care to look through them, and they just sat there for years and years. And I remember going there one time and just saying, "How much are you charging for these things?" He's like, "I don't know, just grab a whole stack, and I'll do like 50 cents, $1 a piece, or whatever." And I did that like 3 times with him, but like looking back, I should have just fucking bought all of them. I should have been like, "Here's $100 for all of it." I probably could have grabbed it all, you know. And it was just a lot of crap and stuff, but a lot of like hair metal and all that shit that I could have got that's probably worth a ton of money right now. And I just
Oh
was
yeah.
like being selective for 50 cents a piece. I'm like, I'll take this one for 50 cents. And I look back and I'm like, fuck, I could have grabbed everything.
Yeah. Same, man.
No one
don't
Same,
think
man.
of
I've
that
been
No
in
one
shit
so
back
cared
many
then.
at the time.
stores.
Nobody cared. You didn't even think about it. You know.
I think I found. I
don't-
found that gamma ray box when we were closing up. That was talking about Wayne that you showed. I think I found that. I was like, oh, this is cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a nice little box set. I got the White Zombie box set too is up there. The one where they have like all the albums they did. I have that. I have a Queen box set, but it's like a bootleg. I got Rage box set. There's just so much stuff. There's so many. I
Ralph,
didn't realize how many box sets I actually had.
Ralph, have you seen any of those Kiss bootleg box sets that's been coming out, like the Hotter Than Hell one and all that stuff? And it's, man, they're so nicely made, man. They're like
Yeah.
custom made from each period. God, man, but they're expensive. God, they're like, $300-400 a piece.
I went to a party once and somebody brought that to the host of the party as a gift. One of those box sets. I didn't get to hear it though, but it looked nice.
You don't see too many box sets coming out much anymore. I mean, every once in a while there's something that'll come out, but it's not a thing like it was. Now it's the vinyl stuff. You just don't see the CD boxes and stuff like we did at one point. But
Yeah, I kind of feel like it's more now than ever. I kind of feel like it's more now than ever though. Like with like the Black Sabbath box sets and the
well, you get the whole set.
Stuff,
Here's two
a few things.
Rush, 1989 to 2007 albums, and this is all vinyl 45s of the Sex Pistols.
Wow.
Okay, which brings this was a record day. Anarchy in the K, I Want to Be Me, God Save the Queen, Do No Wrong, Pretty Vacant, No Fun,
Yeah,
Days in the Sun, and Satellite. So it brings
so it's like the whole album. It's the whole album, but in 7-inch versions.
Yeah, 7-inch singles.
Oh, that's awesome. I don't remember that on Record Store Day. I would have
This
definitely
was this was a Record Store Day thing.
Nice.
Wow, love it.
And
I know there's been
a
few things like Frontiers have done a few things like they did they did a new Vandenberg record. It had coasters and guitar picks in a little box. That's the one that I got, and it's just a CD, one CD in there. And but it wasn't much, Amazon like $20 or something. But that's kind of cool to get the little extra stuff in it, And they did a couple of Queensryche records. The Todd Latour Queensryche records had like a patch. That first one that they did. Yeah, pretty nice stuff. Yeah,
I got this. My friend gave me years ago. The Monkees season 2 DVD. I haven't even watched.
I've got a bunch of DVD box sets. Yeah,
I don't even know what's in here to tell you the truth.
Oh yeah, I got music and movie ones.
Yeah, I'm sure you got a lot of horror ones, Ralph. The boxes and stuff that come out. Yeah, I love those Universal monster ones that came out. That had all the Universal films from the 20s and 30s.
Yeah. Hammer Horror has been doing like these box sets for everything now, and each movie's coming as a box set. But it's like if you've owned it on DVD for fucking 30 years or VHS or it's like to pay that much, but you get like this deluxe box set. But it's kind of hard to like work up that much money for one movie of something that's classic, but it's like all this like unnecessary extra stuff, but it is cool. If you got the money, it's fucking awesome. I would love to collect it all. I'm a collector, but I'm also, not rich.
That's like somebody was asking us in the chat like earlier tonight about how much money everything costs, and they were saying, who do you think's got the biggest collection? I don't know how much you have, Count Ralphus. How many CDs do you think you have in records and stuff? Do you know, like, is there a total? Because we don't really see what you have, but
my
you always
room looks like
your stuff.
Yeah, my CD room looks like your room.
Yeah.
It's like, but I mean, I could have had like a million more if I could. When I was working at Caroline, I would get all these crappy bands, Green Day and all this shit, and I would just trade it in to the record stores and stuff. So, I mean, if I was going for numbers, I think numbers is stupid because people are like, oh, I got 15,000 fucking CDs. It's like, is there 15,000 CDs worth having? You know, it's like,
Right.
I mean, if you got the room and stuff, then why not, I guess. But there's a lot of stuff that I don't need. The same thing with all that vinyl that I could have got back in the day. It's like, I didn't need every fucking Pat Benatar album in my collection.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I could have fucking
King
stocked up
Fowley
on
would
all that shit.
disagree
It's
with
like
you.
I don't even want.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I like Pat Benatar or whatever, but it's like I did, you know, it's just I don't need the discography on vinyl and stuff, you know. And I could have had all that shit, but I just like you don't get the space and don't really need it, you know.
I use the Discogs app.
Hey,
and
what are you up
that's-
to?
That this is vinyl, 12-inch, 7 inches, cassettes, CDs, 8 tracks.
I need to do that.
It says that I have right now 7,525 pieces.
Wow, I would really thought a lot more than that, but wow, that's a lot. That is a lot.
I've got rid of a lot of stuff
Yeah,
too.
I'll tell you
When
how
I
well-
moved the last time, I got rid of a ton of CDs, just stuff that I just didn't listen to.
The only thing I really got rid of was cassettes, and I regretted it. Like I used
Yeah,
to,
now they're
if I had it
popular.
on CD, if I had it on cassette and vinyl, and then I found it on CD, I had a friend that had a cassette player in his car forever. So I just gave him the cassettes. And now it's like, I should have kept all the fucking I gave him like hundreds of them, you know, throughout the years. Every time I got something on CD and vinyl, I didn't need the cassette no more. So I just gave them away. But I should have just held on to it. But I'm glad I didn't do that with VHS. I always kept the VHS, even if I got it on DVD later. Something
didn't,
about
yeah.
having the old VHS music from
And they're
video,
popular
I always
now.
thought it was a cool collectible. Yeah, I think they're great collectibles having it on VHS, you know.
I just got this
And the
today
8
from a
tracks, the way
friend.
you got a lot of the 8 tracks. I think that's
I
really
wish I had
collectible is
more.
the
A
8
guy
tracks, you
sending
know?
me some actually. This is called Scandinavian Metal Attack. It's got Oz, Bathory, Trash, 09,
Nice.
and Spitfire. It's old Black Mark, type stuff. Bands that
Yeah.
were on that label. It's on RCA.
We had Black Mark at Caroline Records. That was one of the things so I had
Tigers.
every single album. I have like every album that was on Black Mark back in the day. Just because they were all Caroline Records albums.
The last time
Yep.
I updated my Discogs is 4,073. But I'm way behind.
What with all your CDs
All
behind you
CDs,
and
records,
vinyl and everything?
and cassettes. Yeah, but
I think
that
you'd
was
have
from a
more
couple
than that.
years ago. I can imagine how much more I have now, but
Oh, you got to
I gotta
update it.
do
I
that.
got you.
So you just
It takes a
enter
long
it
time.
all into
It takes-
I
So
gotta
I
do
did
it
my-
though because it's like
I did mine during COVID when I was like home a lot. And there's you use a Discog app on your phone, and if your record or CD's got a barcode, you scan it, and it'll pull that version up. And you
if you're
just
lucky.
hit it. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that
Sometimes it's
wouldn't
not
pull
right.
up.
Yeah.
There's times I go to a record store and I buy a record I already own.
I've done it.
yeah.
that's exactly why I want to have
That's what
this app because I've done that and I do it with movies all the time. I
Mhm.
see it real cheap and it's a different cover from the version I have and I think it's different and I go home and I'm like go to put it away and I'm like fuck I throw it in the free bin to the next person that likes that shit. I give it away, you know.
Well, now,
Yeah.
now what I do at record stores, I go on my Discog.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people do it that way.
There's
That's how you
been
gotta
times
do
I
it.
go on my Discog, I'm like, I already own this. I'm not gonna buy it. But I
Yeah, the older we get, the more we forget too. You know.
exactly, yeah. I only put my vinyl. I am in Discog.
Do you have a total, Ralph? Like, do you know what?
If you want to hold on a second, I'll look it up.
I mean, like everything. Well, I want to know your vinyl.
Yeah. So but Ralph, yeah, if you can scan it, like I said, a lot of them will come up. And so that's another thing too. You're trying to find stuff. I don't get so anal. I've got to have the exact copy. Some people like, I got to have that exact which copy they got and stuff like that. I mean,
Yeah.
I mainly do
It's
it so I
weird
know
when
not to
it's
buy
something
it.
old.
Whatever's close enough.
Whatever's
It's weird
close
when you
enough.
had like an Iron Maiden, you had an Iron Maiden album since you were a kid, and then you realize, oh, it's the third copy of it, you know, like, but
Yeah.
you've had it forever, but it's like,
Yeah.
fuck it, I don't give a shit. This is the copy I need. That's it, you know.
I have 1,953.
That's records.
Yeah.
Okay.
Vinyl.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I have more CD. I have more CDs than I do albums.
Yeah,
Danny
Oh,
D-
me too. Way more.
Yeah.
I have about 3,000 CDs, I think. Around.
Danny D wants to know who has the coolest Merciful Fate rare record.
All right, hey, that night when I couldn't pull out my shit and Tony showing all this cool shit,
Yeah.
I was like, man, I gotta show my Merciful. I have some really cool Merciful Fate stuff, especially this one demo thing I got. That's fucking godly. All right, let me pull out all. I got a lot of rare Merciful Fate stuff, man.
I don't think I have anything. I don't think I have anything that's.
I've just got all that, a lot of those demos and stuff is circulating. But I mean, shit, back in the day, having Live from the Depths of Hell and Curse of the Pharaohs, that was just like the coolest thing to find, you know?
Yeah, that was like the only thing to find back then.
Yeah. Totally.
I look at all this.
He's gotta get a flashlight.
Look at all this cool shit.
I've been there.
All right. I got all the officials, but I'm not showing you this. All right, this is a weird one. Only 150 copies
Yeah,
were
I've seen that. Yeah.
Seen that, yeah. That's
live
cool.
at Eindhoven or some shit like that. See, only 150 copies made.
I think that's the show that you get, the famous concert that's on video. You know, it comes with
Yeah.
comes with Melissa. Yeah,
I got
that's
that on-
great. I've got
I
that
got
one.
that
Yeah.
I got that cassette.
This is a cool one. Nuns for Slaughter.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one too. That's
This
killer.
one has like a bunch of demos and stuff. This one I got because of Tony Dio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I told you about that one. Yep. That was a Hell's Heroes, not Hell's Heroes, Hell's Headbangers release.
The Curse is on You. This has a lot of the demos live in Eindhoven, 1983. This is my favorite one. This is a double album, which is
I love that cover. That cover's
That cover's
great.
cool.
The Vampire's Back. It's man, the demo sounds so good, and what's really cool is the collage in the gatefold.
Wow.
They really went all out on this one, and
Yeah.
the sound quality is fucking amazing. Is that it?
You got that Bratz rehearsal?
I have it on CD. This is Cursor.
Yeah, that's the great one. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, it's my collection. I got, the classics, of course, but then I don't know if you guys, I missed what you were just showing. Do you guys got this one?
No, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah,
I always
this
love
one's,
that
live
photo session.
Live Copenhagen, 1982. It's 106 out of 120 of these made.
Wow.
Only 120 of these ones made. I got the picture this time. I got this one, Back from the Dead. This is another one, Dynamo 93. 16 of 108 of these are made.
Killer.
Then I got Brat Masses. 349 of 500 of these are made.
I've seen that one. Yeah,
That's
that's a cool cover. Yeah.
At the beginning, I got Return of the Vampire.
Yeah,
I got 9. I got this one, Burn the Witch Live 1981. It's 159 out of 500 of these made.
wow.
Oh, that's cool. I haven't seen that one. That's cool.
Of course, you got this one. I got this, and I got the original poster of this too. I have a full poster of this from back in the day, and of course, this one and my original Nuns Have No Fun, I call it, but and then Curse of the Pharaohs. But my rarest one is probably the First Thing Metal Megaforce or whatever put out or Metal Blade put out. Wait, I forget. I get it.
It was Megaforce.
It's
yeah,
the Black Funeral 7-inch picture disc that I have, and that's the only 7-inch I have.
That is the first thing that Megaforce put out. Yep.
Yeah, it's the very first release.
This has boobies on it, so I can't show it, but it's a 9 tour. And this other one, this is from In Concert 2022 from Whacken. Doesn't sound that good though. It sounds like shit, but it sounds better on YouTube. Those are the only two bootleg stuff I got.
Well, all right,
Yeah.
are we done?
Yeah, man.
I
I'm
think
getting-
so. I mean, we've been
over
on here for a long
I'm
time.
getting sleepy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going beyond.
But there's
the
83
box
people
sets.
still watching us.
But
You guys have no lives.
talk to my people like that.
All right.
They
Just go,
have
go
lives.
subscribe to my channel.
Look, they have lives. What do you want them to do? Watch the dog whisperer or us?
That's true. That's true. You don't want to watch a dog whisperer or 90 Day Fiance or
They're cool and they
that's
know
true.
how to spend their time. They know how to spend their evenings properly. And they all hate Sammy Hagar. Come on. Fuck that shit.
That's right. I misspoke. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everybody.
Well, Count Ralph, Count Ralph, as I told you before, you are open to join us anytime you want. Any subject matter you like, you come join us. All right, man.
Look,
Bring out the
it's,
clown.
it's art.
Clown rules. Fucking Wayne. Wayne fucked me up, turning me on to that shit. You know, I watched Terrifier 1 again because I'm at my mom's.
Yeah.
I'm going through the, Amazon Prime shit. And I saw Terrifier. I was like, I'm watching that again. Because my favorite scene in that fucking movie is the pizzeria.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Smile. Yeah. That's my not the gore part. The part where he's just smiling.
Just sitting in the chair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking
And the whole idea of needing to get that selfie with everybody. Everybody's doing
Yeah.
their selfie.
The little that chick was so annoying, man.
yeah.
She got what she deserved.
But anyway, thanks, Ralphus, Tony, and Wayne as always. What a great show this was.
Lot of fun.
Yeah, man.
Lot of fun.
Yeah,
Had
this
a lot
was
of
a lot of
fun.
fun. Got to see
Now
a
I
lot
got-
of cool shit I didn't even know existed.
Now we
Yeah.
got to put all this crap back.
I noticed such a mess.
I'm glad
Hey,
somebody asked in the chat about Merciful Fate because Ralphus pulled out shit I didn't even know existed.
Yeah. Killer.
All right, everybody. So till next Thursday, Schmack 'em a gaba.
Later, guys.